Hey, it's Adam aka swimmingbird, and welcome back to EarthBound, also known as Mother 2 Giga Strikes Back. Joining us, of course, in part 10, almost the end of our adventures, it's Dani.
Hello.
We are gonna see Gigas, hopefully, here. We've been building towards it.
Today?
He's elusive. No, we're gonna... So the goal today is to play right up until the end game. That way we have a whole stream for that. And we are level 65. We're a little over leveled thanks to last time. But that's okay. We're in Saturn Valley. We're getting some shop stuff. I actually went between streams, did some organizing, like I mentioned I wanted to do. But I bought a ton of Horns of Life. Look, we have 7, so we can trade with the Tendas. I want to make sure we're encouraging, you know, little weird guy relationships and bonds. So we're gonna go back down to the deep darkness.
The way the Saturns are drawn makes me think of like when you would have like onesies on, but then drop the pants
Put your
real
arms
low.
in there?
No, like if you have the legs like down real low, you know, like penguin pants.
Penguin. Well, we'll talk about penguins in Mr. Saturn's a little later. I don't know if we saw this before. Healthful and dandy. If you talk to people after you sleep or rest, they usually have extra dialogue. Okay, so while we are teleporting our way over, too many little Saturns. Let's get Pooh to teleport us back to the Tenda village. All the way here at the end. Okay. So, I did want to do a little sum up, what happened last time. Well, first we're going to start with this beautiful art from Ashley. This is a picture from the deep darkness, the Makyo region. That's where we currently are, right outside Tenda Village. I love this picture. Jeff is like drowning. There's a teddy bear in there somewhere, maybe.
Recreation of when the photographer came down from the sky.
This is basically what it looks like.
We were half out of the river.
Very early on the last episode. Ashley draws images, like bespoke art for her videos, so check out her channel if you haven't already.
Yeah.
But also this is from when we first faced Belch, but we had the return of Belch, calling himself Master Barf now.
Yeah.
Or Master Puke, but we beat him, and Pooh came in at the last second. He learned PK Starstorm to save us. Let's go somewhere where the music is nicer. And then we met these little guys. Look at them in the background too. The Tendas. In this manga art, they are around the size of us, kind of like the Mr. Saturns. A little creepy. Oh, look at the strong one. He has a tiny bicep to push the rock. I just realized when we're talking to the talkative one. So we did help them overcome shyness.
Yeah, they're not shy anymore.
They were all shy before, except for the chief. To do that, we did have to ride on Tessie. So there's some nice art of Tessie. Just picture all of us on there with the Bubble Monkey and Jeff. And we went to the Stonehenge base, freed the Mr. Saturn that was kidnapped, Dr. Andonut, Sebastian, the Tessie Watcher, Apple Kid, a farmer, Mr. T, Tony. A bunch of characters were taken by the aliens. And there we go. I will talk about the 30th anniversary a little later, but for now, that is it. That is our catch-up from last stream. But while we were at Stonehenge, we did something miraculous, in my opinion. We managed, it only took about 35 minutes, I noticed, but we got the Sword of Kings, the 1 in 128 chance item, the only weapon that actually powers up Pooh, not counting slingshots and yo-yos that power him down. But we got that, and I probably had the loudest, most excited exclamation I've ever had.
Thanks for everyone who was with us there when we were trying to get it.
I'm happy that we got it and we stuck to it.
It's a nice moment.
Everyone was on our side and cheering for us to do it. All right, we got a bunch of Horns of Life, so we'll do this really quick.
We had a poll.
Do you want to be the little Tenda here? Sorry.
Okay, I give you plain roll. You happy? I happy.
Oh, Paula got the plain roll. I'm gonna keep giving them the Horns of Life until we get the good stuff. The Hall of Fame bat and the talisman coin.
You know one thing I know that they like? Horn of Life.
Yeah, I've heard that about them. Everyone's getting different rolls and yogurt. These little guys just like handing you bread rolls and yogurts is really cute in my mind.
So what is the Horn of Life exactly?
The Horn of Life, I think, is depicted in like official art as kind of like, it almost looks like a cornucopia, I guess, or I don't know. Well, in my mind, that's what I see, but it could be like a little trumpet.
Yeah.
But it is something that the Mr. Saturn, you can find them around, but it seems like the Mr. Saturns are the ones who know where they are or can get them. But the Tendas want them, which makes me also think there's some sort of connection with them.
What do they do with them? I want to know.
There's a lot of adjacent stuff where, like, the Tendas serve you tea, and you have that little soliloquy from me toy, and the Mr. Saturns give you coffee, and parallels like that, which makes me think the Tendas are aliens as well. But we went into the Tendas a little bit in the last one. Where is our last Horn of Life? There we go. Okay, so we got everything. What do they say after we get it all?
More Horn of Life? I satisfied. See ya!
Aw. Alright, so I just gotta move stuff around a little bit here. I did reorganize, but we need to give Ness his new bat. And then we're gonna head into... What'd you say?
I just had a vision of the Horns of Life actually just being like bugles. And the Tendas just like munch them.
Oh,
like, yes,
delicious.
Delicious.
They would be really tiny. Pooh has all of them on his fingers.
Yeah, they put them on their fingers and they're like, oh, Horn of Life.
Okay, so we got the bat. We don't really need these rolls. I'm just gonna have everybody eat them so they don't clog up our inventory. Paula gets a roll. Jeff gets yogurt. Pooh's not gonna eat these because he hates normal food. He only wants the expensive bentos and the delicious water. He's on a strict diet. Okay, I think that's most of the stuff. There is that talisman, which I believe is pretty strong. Increases defense and luck. Who could use that? Who needs the defense?
And luck.
Seems like Jeff, even though he gets his defense pretty quickly. Let's give him that. Jeff also has the Tendakraut, which is the gummy durian we talked about last time. That is actually a key item, as weird as it seems like it's just like a random food item that you wouldn't need. But no, if you try to go give it to Escargot Express, they're like, hey, you shouldn't do that.
You can't send that through the mail.
Yeah. The other thing we can get rid of, though, is the eraser. Let's sell my old bat. Not the Casey bat, I will keep that for the big league bat. But yeah, the eraser, unlike the pencil eraser, is only used once in the entire game in Stonehenge. The eraser is used 3 times. Oops. Talk to Dad real quick. We have so many levels, and I think Pooh has already learned almost all the PSI he's going to. Paula has a few more, but we're doing well level-wise. I'm not too worried, but that was part of why we are high-leveled, is we did that grind for the Sword of Kings, which again, it took less than the estimated time, so you can just stand still and the Escargot Express guy will come get you after a certain amount of time. You don't have to actually move.
I also want to know more about the Tenda's little, like, trash cul-de-sac. Like, what?
Who's in charge of that?
Is that an art installation, or is it a dump? What are they?
It makes me think of like a nice area where you like a rummage sale, or
like a sculpture garden,
a recycling area, I guess. We can sell that, and then I think we're good to go. Here we go. Thank you for...
Chet is discussing that the Horns of Life may be waffle cones, which I really like.
Put some ice cream in the Horn of Life. Yeah, that sounds good. Danny's got a secret snack, but I'm already hungry. All these
I'll share.
Rolls and yogurts.
It's there for later. If I get sleepy, it'll power me
Perk you up.
Yeah.
With a bit of sweet sugar. Should we reveal? We'll see if people can guess from the hints.
From the mouth sounds.
Okay, we are no, I was saying from you talking about it. Let's head back in. This is where we left off last time. We were about to start another sanctuary.
I try to select snacks that won't have too bad mouth sounds.
We did talk to this rock before.
Yes.
Despite him not having a mouth that's visible. All right, here we go. Another dungeon. I won't reveal its name until we see, because they're named after the sanctuary locations. Oh, it's me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey there, hope you're doing well. By the way, I'm just curious, but what is your favorite Mother game?
That is very tough, and it's between this and Mother 3, although I did enjoy playing Mother 1 quite a bit.
What? Oh no!
Look at all these little guys.
That's a lot of them.
Thank you so much for the super chat. It's me. I appreciate it. But yeah, I think the vibes in this game are really fun, whereas Mother 3, I think, has a more engrossing story, if you had to pick in that way.
And if I'm gonna answer, I feel like I have to wait till we play Mother 3.
That's true, yeah. We won't give our definitive review.
I'm somewhat familiar with bits and pieces of both this and Mother 3, but I don't... Yeah, I feel like I can't make that call yet.
bazooka. I feel bad for these little guys. They're getting smashed and blasted with bazookas. But yeah, that's a good point. We should wait until we finished all of them. Oh yeah,
These
baby.
are like Saturns that got sanded or something.
Smooth Saturns.
Or they got they have a coating, like a candy coating.
So we'll talk about them in a second. I'm gonna pass the ladder in the hole there because we're gonna beeline for a special item in this dungeon, and then we'll go back to that.
Oh.
So the gimmick of this dungeon is we got fobbies up top, and then the scary stuff down below, like the conducting spirit and the hyper spinning robo. So we're gonna try to be pretty careful here. The enemies shouldn't be too tough at this point, especially because Pooh can slice through robots with a sword, but I am gonna try to be cautious as we go through. But yeah, the gimmick of this one, instead of just falling through holes like in the Pink Cloud dungeon, this one is you have to be careful when you're below and, you know, just now feel bad about beating up all the fobbies when you're up top. The fobbies and if you remember the foppies, the red version from Belch's factory, they are called, in Mother 2, they're called Dehera and Dehera, which Dehera is like a sound for like, if you were like, like a nervous laughter. So I think they're just kind of like nervous little guys, which is relatable. Look at these. Yeah, these guys were also in Pink Cloud, if you remember. I'm just trying to bash them. See how we do that way. Bash them and slice them. Even Paula's doing a good amount of damage with her frying pan here. She normally relies on trying her, whoop.
I like these guys' design a lot.
They're very odd. They're like caught in the moment of...
They really have like a special 90s energy too about it. I think it's like the spikes that almost look like hair. I don't know. Radical.
Franklin Betch did deflect a little bit, but that PK Thunder really hit Pooh hard. We gotta be careful here. I think I was underestimating these little guys, especially because they look like they're on the verge of death. Right.
And I think it's neat that they act like ball lightning when they're on the overworld, but I don't know if that's an edit.
I think that is the original sprite.
Okay.
Because yeah, some of I mentioned before, the version we were playing, there is bespoke sprites for all the enemies for the most part. I didn't even notice someone mentioned, but Ness has backpack straps now in this version. I didn't realize that was added, so it actually makes sense with his backpack.
Good art.
Now that Jeff is so smart, we could still use this. I was gonna say, he's not quite smart enough to fix the last broken item in the game, but we might not even get it. It's in this area.
Oh.
It is another 1 in 128
it's another
item. What were you saying?
Yeah, are we gonna go for it?
I'm not gonna go for any other 1 in 128 items, because I don't think they're worth it. That guy right there, that little sphere that I accidentally dodged because I went back in the ladder, that is the one that has it, the evil smiling looking sphere.
There's so many fobbies.
I know.
Travel in a little group.
I feel so bad blasting them with the bazooka, but they're so blastable. These guys are infamous as being just one of the more, cute, but they're just kind of like experience fodder in a way. Not that we need it.
But yeah.
Okay.
I guess my secret snack is sort of related to fobbies.
Oh, there you go, the biggest hint.
In an unplanned way.
A big hint. Danny's snack is connected to the fobbies. Can you guess it? One fob. I feel bad.
Coded.
This guy got left out of the group attack.
Oh,
he was late.
Alone.
He doesn't have a watch because he doesn't have arms.
5 other friends to group up on you.
Okay, this is what we're after.
Present.
The Diadem of Kings. So diadem is like a crown, almost like a circlet.
Mm-hmm.
You can get some of those in the newer Zelda games for Link. It's actually the bandana of Kings, but I wonder if they wanted to make it seem more like a crown for Pooh, since it's like a king set. But this
bandana of Kings sounds like something for Ness's dog.
Oh, for Chibi, the bandana of Chibi. It raises his luck quite a bit by 30, as well as defense and some plus stuff. Pooh's equipment is definitely very key to making sure he is keeping up with the rest of the others. These fobbies are pretty aggressive for how easy they can get splatted. I feel like they would get.
They're brave but not careful.
Yeah. Let's hit them with Monkey's Love so they get a hug right before they get tame, or whatever happens to them
Hit
at
him
the
with
end.
the old monkey's love.
We also got that last time. I've been using that monkey's love like it's going out of style. Yeah, they might be orange flavor, or Jawbreakers. That would be a good loud snack.
See, yeah, Jawbreakers or like something like that would be like it would be in the way too long.
Yeah, Dani is a good
I try to think about trying
like
to
a mint.
talk.
Dani's good at
I don't
trying to
want
keep
a Jawbreaker clanking around on my teeth.
good not audio poison snacks. I'm surprised we saw that one enemy up here with the fobbies. I'm trying to avoid some of them so we don't get bogged down in too many battles, because again, we're gonna try to do 2 sanctuary locations. Oh, we almost got by him. Okay. Well, while we're taking this guy down, we can talk about what some of these guys are called real quick. So I talked about the, this is the Elect spirit in Mother 2, the conducting spirit. Talked about the Fabi, the hyper-spinning robos, the spin. The Japanese names are like kurun, kuru, 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 like it just keeps progressing, that they add more and more. Every time it gets stronger, they keep spinning more and more. So this is one I'm gonna drop into the hole here. I saw some Fabies on the way down. There it is. So this guy, this is another one of the spheres we saw in the Dusty Dunes or Doku Doku Desert. They will explode. It's the uncontrollable sphere. So yeah, you gotta be a little careful. You do not want to linger around after you beat them up. It would be so funny if we somehow get the 1 in 128 item from this.
Like, yay.
I think I used up all my luck getting the Sword of Kings, but here we go, it explodes, go, go, go. As much as I like teddy bears, having them on our side, and just in general, this would be a bad place to bring any plush bears. Oh my gosh!
Wait, really?
The first one!
What?
We got it!
Yay!
Whoa! All right, well, Jeff is getting his best weapon. Our first...
That took a lot less time than...
I could have used that luck on the Sword of Kings.
Well, cool.
So this is the broken antenna. Piece of broken equipment. Looks like a satellite dish. The genius Jeff should be able to fix it sometime. He doesn't even have enough IQ to do it yet. He needs 65 to fix it, so we're 2 away.
Get smarter.
Oh my gosh. I have never gotten a 1/128 item on the first try.
That's crazy.
Now, Jeff has that bazooka, so he doesn't really need his strongest weapon, but I'll take it. Yeah. The underground talking rock seems to want to talk a lot more than I do. This one's just like, I'm not big into talking. I'll only talk about how I don't want to talk that much. Okay, let's make sure we're healed up. But this is that first ladder. You can fall down that hole and then come back up the first ladder here, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this super bomb to Jeff as well. I mentioned before the bazooka is basically the super bomb, but infinite. Ashley, thanks so much.
Did membership Fresh Funk POTUS? Got it?
Yeah, welcome Fresh Funk.
Yay.
Big supporter of Ashley's channel.
Gift member.
Try to make sure everyone's maxed out here. Thank you so much, Ashley. Celebratory gift membership. Oh, did you notice in the super chat, it was also in the beginning, Dani noticed immediately, but I made sure the Tendas aren't shy anymore. So they read Overcoming Shyness. Okay, a couple more Fabies, or I don't know if you say Phobie or Fabi, I think is what usually.
I'm not sure.
Look at that background.
I just kind of figured it's Fabi, but...
It seems like it's different when they're up here or something. It's beautiful. The uncontrollable sphere in Mother 2 is just called the creepy sphere, which actually makes a lot of sense, because it is pretty creepy. It's one of the more cryptid looking
Anything
ones.
that's smiling and doesn't have eyes tends to be unsettling.
It's a good genre of or style of weird guys.
Character design 101.
Eyeless horrors. I feel like we could potentially.
Thanks, Ashley. She says, I say Fabi, but it's in text, so I can't tell.
It's always fun to, how do you say this? I can mention the name of this place, and you can imagine what it'll be like. So this sanctuary is called the Lumin Hall. I used to call it Lumin Hall. because it's hard to know exactly how you're supposed to say it. But sometimes in EarthBound it's translated as Lumin or Lumine hole, and there are holes in here. But the reason, we kind of talked about this before because it came up on the community server. We talked a little bit about like early Metroid. There's funny stuff where like the barrier suit was mistranslated as the Varia suit, and it's still to this day is called the Varia suit, and it's a little more unique. But stuff like that happens where it's hard to always tell exactly what the intent is with the way Japanese is written. So it's Rumine Hora. So it could be like Hora could be hall or hole, and it's hard to know. But it is supposed to actually be... Yeah. That's when we're punching the fobbies. It's hard to know, but it is in the official like Mother 2 stuff. It is hall. Oh, so we have PK Flash Omega. This is the crazy charged up move in Smash Brothers when you just eliminate somebody. Can destroy them in a single strike. All right. We're gonna head up here. There are a couple more 1 in 128 items, so we'll see if our luck holds out. I'm not holding my breath, but yeah, I cannot believe.
I feel like you only get one of those per a stream.
One per stream.
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
But I don't know.
Make sure we're going the right way here. Yep,
the night
we
is
are.
young.
Yeah, we're gonna have ideally a couple more chances at different ones along the way tonight. They're guarding the present.
A whole gang of them.
There's another rock there. Let me see if I can get. Yeah, there we go. They left. We tricked them. I'm gonna go ahead and give Pooh some more luck. All right, and we'll head down here. A lot of presents in this place. If you know where to get them, you can kind of beeline to the end of this one if you're really rushing through, but I feel like it is better to get everything because a lot of it is those little stat boosts add up. Again, not that we need them necessarily, but okay. Well, this is a good time to mention while we're going through the dungeon, the Mother 30th anniversary or Mother 2 30th anniversary. Thanks for talking to me. So actually, July 27th, because very soon, is the Mother 1 or EarthBound Beginnings 35th anniversary. And then on August 27th is the Mother 2 30th anniversary, keeping everything straight. But in celebration, they announced, there was a big announcement, they're gonna do an exhibit in Japan, but people will document it. They got all these design documents and historical stuff from the game's development, from this game, out of storage. It's been in a warehouse for like 30 years, and they're going to share it, and they did share a lot of the images from it. Not to distract from the battle, but I want to show some of these really quick. So there's the logo for the 30th anniversary. But look at this stuff. There's like, there's a little video, but there's like Mr. Saturn, early sketches of Ness. You can see at the bottom, Mr. Saturn, his early sketch. There's like grids for the sprites and the towns and how they laid it out. This is so cool to me. And this is all, I'm gonna talk about what this actually says, but this is the order of areas you go in the game. So, we now know a lot of really cool stuff just from that little teaser. There was a 5th town. There was supposed to be Fiverant was gonna be the town after Fourside, and it was based off of Cape Canaveral in Florida, which is where they launch rockets, typically. Ooh, we got PK Fire Omega. I think that's Paula's last PSI ability. Very strong. But yeah, so it kind of makes me think that eventually we were meant to go into space in this game, at least briefly. If you remember in Mother 1, there was a rocket, but we didn't actually go to space.
Yeah, they were gonna take all those people.
Yeah.
But we stopped them.
Oh, I didn't think about the spaceship actually in Stonehenge, so maybe that would have been connected. But we did learn that, I want to see what this looks like, but we'll wait till we get some fobbies to use it on. We did learn that Onet, the first town, is based off of San Francisco, which makes sense with how nice it is, how looks a little affluent. It does have some gang troubles, but it is, and it's also very vertically laid out and very hilly, which real San Francisco. We went there once for a Nintendo thing, I think for the ARMS event, and yeah, that'll kill your legs if you're not used to going up and down hills a lot. So that was interesting to learn, and then the basis for Tucson is LA, Los Angeles, which there's like a crime park, there's a cult, There's some stuff that I kind of do associate with LA. So maybe that was intentional as well. Oh, they got us. They got Paula.
That was the side. That
He's
wasn't
not even
our
looking
back.
at us. I guess if we got those special surprise attacks on all the superstar men last time, we deserve to get some on ourselves. Oh, jeez. Jeff was instantly killed by PK Flash. Let's, I'm gonna flash them right back. And then, Paula, try some Monkey's Love. And then we can bring him back to life with Pooh. Healing Omega will bring him fully back up to health. There we go. Pooh's actually faster than Paula now, I think.
Oh.
So yeah, Tucson is supposed to be LA. Threek, or Threed. Look at that. Made the robot cry somehow. Threek is based off of Chicago, which kind of connects with the Runaway Brothers or the Runaway Five taking us there, like the Blues Brothers. You know?
Yeah.
And it's a little spooky. I feel like maybe Toy or somebody visited America and they were just scared a lot of the time, so it made a lot of the towns threatening.
Well, it was also the 90s, and I feel like crime was, like, talked about a lot.
The late 80s, early 90s was, like, the peak of crime, and it's gone down since then. Ooh, the power shield, I forgot about that. I'm gonna be careful with PSI if I'm not using certain ones.
Ashley says, don't tell Tony. It's fine, he's alive.
Let's see if I can heal Pooh in time. Everybody bash. Try to get to Jasper. Ness, hurry, alive. Ness! Oh, it was too late. I tried it, but he's already gone. Yeah, see how tough? This is still tough, even though we're pretty high leveled. I tried to take him out instantly with PK Flash, but...
If only we had a teddy bear.
Poor Pooh, who brought Jeff back, didn't get any experience from that, because he ended up sacrificing himself. I'm gonna see if the secret herb will work on him. There we go.
All right.
I want to get... There's another life up that heals everyone all the way. It is very expensive, but I think it's worth it. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Threek is based off of Chicago. Forside, this is the obvious one, but Forside is based off of New York City. We kind of talked about that with Forside when we were visiting there. And then, yeah, I mentioned Fiverant. It's funny, because some people are like, oh, Tenda, is the Tenda village supposed to be the 10th town? And it almost is if you kind of calculate it. I think it is pretty close to the 10th little settlement. But I think that's unintentional, because they're called Goomies in Mother 2. Ooh, we got a rock candy.
Tender. Because they're so shy. But not anymore.
I'm gonna boost Paula with this. The mysterious candy, it's called, Mother 2. Again, I'm gonna try to resist the urge to use the glitch on it. Paula can have that. Let's see what she gets. Guts! Right, and then Jeff needs to use that bomb so we get rid of it. Get out of here, I don't want to see you again! No! I tried to run! I should be thanking this guy, because, they dropped...
Yeah, you got the
What if we get a second one?
So
It's laughing maniacally, sorry.
Yeah.
He does
I
have
don't
good...
want to see you again.
He's got good music. He's got the Kraken song.
True.
And then some other stuff. I thought this was really cool and funny. It's just a monkey grabbing onto it like Totoro. Grapefruit Falls near Saturn Valley is based off of Niagara Falls.
Oh.
Which makes a lot of sense. So is Saturn Valley, the Saturn Village, is that Buffalo? Are we all Mr. Saturns?
Niagara Falls.
Or yeah, it's pretty close, but it's a little ways down. I like to think that it's...
Or Canada?
No, it's down though. It's down to the side in the exact direction of us. You don't want to be Mr. Saturn, do you? Sounds like.
I wear clothes. So.
Don't want to be a pure, innocent Mr. Saturn. So this way, if you keep going, we'll take you up to the boss. There's a few other things we can grab here. Should go ahead and give that to our buddy Pooh, because that'll heal his PSI a lot more. There we go. But yeah, so that was a fun little thing. And then the Grateful Dead Valley, or the Peaceful Rest Valley, was originally based off of the Grand Canyon. It kind of gives me that vibe, but it's got water in there, which unless it rains a lot, I'm gonna assume the Grand Canyon is not that much of a river, you know? They did confirm Winters is supposed to be London area, even though it's a little more rural looking. I'm trying to get around these enemies. Let's just go for it. Oh, just one Fobby. I don't know how that worked out. I guess the others couldn't reach us. And then summers we mentioned before, the French Riviera. Trying to remember some of the other little areas. Oh, Dalam or Ramma in Mother 2 was directly mentioned to be a Himalayan type area, and originally Bigfoot was supposed to show up there. But I think they moved Bigfoot to Winters because the Cave Boys, the Bigfoot is more like a tabloid cryptid thing. And I think that's most of them. I'm trying to remember what other areas. Oh, they did confirm, yes, Garabi based off Egypt. Makes sense. Oh good, we're gonna need these apparently because we keep having people die. I also keep healing them fast enough where we don't get to see their little ghosts.
A butterfly.
The ghosts actually show up in pictures if you, in ghost photography. But if you take a picture with the ghost, it does count. But we haven't done any yet. This is the Earth's belly button. Thanks, Rock. They all have like one distinct thing to say, and then.
Is it linty?
Luxury jerky. Ooh.
Luxury jerky.
So we've had beef jerky, spicy jerky, and now this is luxury jerky, a gourmet version of jerky that is considered a delicacy. It's created by a skillful artisan who's been making jerky for over 60 years.
Ooh.
Jerky fans consider this the caviar of all jerkies. I understand that they don't dry gourmet jerky on a laundry line. When eaten, you recover about 300 HP, unlike the recipe for jerky that we got from the other ones. I think we have spicy jerky somewhere here, right?
I like fancy jerky, but it's too expensive.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Just putting meat in on a laundry line is apparently enough to charge an arm and a leg. I will look up the last bit here. Here, you can mash through if you don't mind.
Monkey love.
Monkey love. Make sure I'm not forgetting any other. Oh, Moonside is based off of it says New York Underground style. So it's supposed to be like the New York Underground, like, I guess like the club scene with all the neon lights. I thought that was funny. But yeah, that's most of the little areas. Even just, it's so fun how much like stuff we're learning just from those little peaks. They barely showed anything. They also had like concept art of Paula, and she had longer hair, which I thought was interesting. Okay, are we good? There is some early models and stuff of her that I think they thought about having some longer hair on her, but they decided to shorten it a little. She does look so much like the character from Heidi. Let's see. Okay, so this is such overkill, but I want to show you guys PK Fire Omega. Let's see what it looks like.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Oh no.
There's just scorched little spots where the Fobbies were once standing.
So sad.
Sorry, they were trying to kill us.
What would they even do? Just kind of bop up against your shins?
I just picture them like rubbing up on you. Probably be as
baby.
as scary or successful at attacking as a Mr. Saturn would be. Unless the Mr. Saturns have psychic abilities like my head cannon.
They probably do.
So if you go this way,
they do things.
Remember the ladder earlier? I was like, you can go straight up to the boss if you go there. Don't go that way. You've gone straight to the boss. But yeah, there's the
Sparkle.
One last thing.
Not that Sparkle.
An evil Sparkle. One last thing over here to grab. But yeah, this is one of those dungeons that if you know where you're going and you don't care about some of the presents, you can just get through really fast. But the enemies are scary. Yeah, imagine how tough this would be if we were a little weaker than this. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so excited for that. That's going to be like a month-long event, so
cool.
Gonna get a lot of fun info out of that. We can't go to it because it's in Japan, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We got the rabbit's foot. Let's see if Paula can use that. This actually increases your luck quite a bit, as you would guess. It is a... Ooh. There we go, instead of a pendant. So paralysis up, we're gonna lose our freeze protection and some defense, but the speed is, is it worth the less defense to get her speed way up? Let's try it. I'll leave the rain pendant just in case. So a lot of the pendants are kind of adjacent, flame pendant, rain pendant, they all protect against different things. The night pendant is good because that'll protect you from getting killed by flash, as you can see in the resistances. All right, boss time. Everybody ready? This is our 7th sanctuary location. Let's top Pooh off a little bit.
Who's stolen this one?
I thought you said Pooh's stolen this one.
No.
He's about to.
There's always something.
Oh yeah, predict. What do you think? Which enemy got powered up by the sanctuary
Bobby.
location?
Probably not.
That would be great. I would love that. You finally got here. This is the 7th your sanctuary location, but it's mine now. Take it from me if you dare. It's the Electro Specter.
What?
That guy got electrocuted so much
He's doing a dance.
that he looks like he's doing that keep on trucking
Yeah.
move or the John Lennon walk. He's called the Electric Crackle in Mother 2.
Okay.
And I believe we might need to dispel
He's made of clay.
a shield on him. I'm gonna try to hit him with this just because it would be cool. We can set up our own. Well, we have shield killer, not neutralizer. I was gonna say let's set up a psychic shield on everybody. Shield kill them. That sounded wrong. And then I don't want to hit him with anything too tough until I'm sure that we are shielded. Let's hit him with the bag. No, let's do the bag of Dragonite. Let's go for it.
Dragon.
Pooh, turn into a dragon and slice him. This isn't too tough of a boss compared to how tough this cave can be. Yoinks! He hit him with fire even though he's holding a sword. He probably puts his sword down when he turns into a dragon just for
The shield killer didn't work.
safety. Oh, they did have the psychic shield that bounced stuff back, so we gotta be careful. And the Foppies were sucking our HP too, and then this guy's got an even stronger version of that. Did the shield killer not work on him?
It said, yeah, it didn't work.
Okay, we're gonna have to try it again, but I can do PK Thunder, I think. Despite all these electric enemies, I think they are not necessarily immune to electricity. Some of them take good damage. Oh, it did, I thought, there we go, we got through the shield.
Jet Owl, it does look like Gumby. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Gumby!
I was like, yeah, it looks like it would be made out of clay.
This is the clay,
That's the vibe.
the paper clay figure that most looks accurate in game. I was gonna say we had to hit it with PK Thunder, but now we don't need the shield killer. Let's get him with Ki. Paula is a little bit in trouble here. She'll be alright. Pooh can heal her. Pooh can play that game. Just completely top her off to be safe. Got a good song too. This is, I think, one of the otherworldly foe songs. Poor Jeff is not getting as prioritized. Electrical shock attack. There we go. Thank goodness for the Franklin badge. He's giving us a fight. About to use some luxury jerky.
He's rolling.
Uh-oh. Pooh's okay. He's still rolling a little. Let's hit him with PK Starstorm. If he survives this freeze Omega. Here we go, PK Starstorm. Probably my favorite attack. It's just so cool. Shaking off the stars, like being able to have the stars crash down, even though it doesn't make sense if you think about it. The stars are way bigger than that. It is still cool. IQ 1? Oh, I think he's 1 away.
It's like Swift in Pokemon.
Yeah, is
That's not
Swift
that
meant to be
powerful.
actual stars that it's shooting? So yeah, I think that's meant to be the conducting spirit. The electrical guy is so electrically charged that he becomes that weird thing. I don't know. All right, let's fall through and actually see Lumine Hall. Look how luminous it is.
That's weird.
This is supposed to be lichen, or it's called luminescent moss.
Okay.
In Mother 2. I thought these were like special stones the way they're laid out. Don't they look like geodes?
Yeah, it almost looks like neon sign.
Or like Castle in the Sky, how there's the glowy
But,
stones.
oh.
This is probably my favorite. I was gonna
Probably
say the
more
best.
like the Castle in the Sky twinkles.
This is probably my favorite sanctuary location. Just so unique and cool.
What?
I'm Ness. It's been a long road getting here. Soon, I'll be. He's thought jamming himself. Soon, I'll be a man. What will happen to us What's happening? He was thinking that down here before he realized. My thoughts are being written.
This is like a nightmare.
On the wall.
I don't want my thoughts on the wall with my friends nearby.
Or are they?
Please?
I hope I don't fart. Yeah, he was walking around thinking, I'm Ness. I always think around.
I'm Ness. I know who I am.
That's our 7th melody and 7th sanctuary. We're healed up. He saw a vision of his father holding him.
Oh.
Over a ravine? No.
No.
This psychic child, this is a demon child. No. His dad actually wrote the story from our house. Ness's soundstone recorded the melody of the Lumin Hall. I was a little farther down, but yeah, there's the top part to it. Should have walked up here. But you see, if you ever play the Magicant stage in Smash 3DS and Smash Ultimate, this is featured in the background.
Yeah, the wall just saying, don't think about anything embarrassing.
Don't think about the fact that we just jumped into a hole.
Yeah, I can see that.
And look.
What?
We're only like 4 or 5 pixels tall. Where are we?
What's going on?
This is the fabled Lost Underworld, a play on the Lost World, the Sir Arthur Conan Doyle book about dinosaurs and a special place where dinosaurs still exist. Also the name of the one Jurassic Park movie. It's also called like the Underground Continent or the Continent Under the Depths in Mother 2. But yeah, this was such a surprising thing where you go down here and you're like, wow, the scale is just completely different. And there's rumbling. It comes from this geyser. There's geysers everywhere. And if you stay next to the geyser, something special might happen. Oh. Whee! The Mother 2 guidebook has a good depiction of this with the little models. The hot springs energize you completely.
Nice.
So blue hot springs, blue geysers like that will completely heal your HP and your PP. Can't really run down here. But yeah, I love how they're like, we wanted to make a bigger scaled area, so we're going to just scale the characters down. We're all shrunk.
But why?
So that we can find something mysterious and lost. I want to make sure I'm headed the right way here, because this place is pretty big. Yes, we're good. There is an item up here I want to get. Music is fun here, too.
Yeah.
Good drum beat. Mysterious. There we go. Look at the present. The present is huge.
Giant present.
Let's open it. There's brain food lunch. Might give that to Pooh, because he uses those the most. It's one of the only things he wants to eat. He's always asking for it. But yeah, this was very surprising, because I was like, oh, not only was I not expecting dinosaurs,
Dinosaur!
but I was also, whoa.
Uh-oh.
They have such a fun sprite. Let's try to see if we can fight it. Whoa. I was not expecting that. They kind of hint that there's dinosaurs in this, but I was not expecting to go to the area of the Hungrosaurus.
That's such a good drawing.
There's some other, I feel like Dani might find some of her favorite enemies in this area. Pin it down, monkey. Yes, the monkey managed to hold
a tiny monkey.
The dinosaur down on its own. Ooh, it does have a power shield, so we do have to be very careful with our damage here. They're called the Chompasaur in EarthBound, and in Mother 2, the Starving Saurus. So this version, they were like, maybe Hungrosaurus sounds a little more, has a good ring to it instead of Starving Saurus. I would just feel bad for them. But he does want to eat us. Very silly looking. Unfortunately, we can't run in this area. So we're gonna have to wiggle our way around here. There we go. We're not gonna be able to get away from the dinosaurs. They're closer than they appear. Yes, this is Steven's time.
Thank you. It says, oh my god, my dreams have come true. Love you guys.
Thank you, Steven.
Good dino emojis.
17 months as a member, thank you so much, since the very beginning. Yeah, I figured Steven would love this. When we were a little underwhelmed by the museum earlier with the dinosaur bones, I was like, just wait. In case of danger, evacuate here. The boss.
The boss.
Can you guess what those little guys are? Well, there's a giant-looking toucan phone.
Is it a phone? Yeah.
But what about these guys?
Tendas? You're strange, but you smell good. So I'll tell you a secret. Did you feel the earthquake a little while ago? You know, we have earthquakes all the time here. After an earthquake, the hot springs will erupt. The blue springs are great for recovering health.
Yeah, we had a fun little bidet ride earlier.
The red springs are perfect for healing paralysis or drawing out poison.
A lot of people in Japan do travel to hot springs as a way of like relaxing and rejuvenating.
Detox.
Yeah, that's how you get the Kokeshi, for the Kokeshi statue we mentioned last time. And Ito is from Gunma, which is, they're famous for their hot springs, so makes sense why he loves them so much.
The bird right there says strange words like hello and click, beep, beep, beep.
Ring, ring, ring! Ness, it's your dad. Actually, it's a bird mimicking your dad. Look at all this money. We have 189,000 in there. I should have got more out before
Yes, it's your dad.
traveled to the center of the earth here. Do you want to be mom as a bird? We can call her. This is Danny's toughest voice acting job yet. You could just be the mom.
Hello? Hello? Is that you, Ness? I can hardly hear you. It sounds like you're calling from the moon or something.
You didn't go to Fiverrent and get in a rocket, did you?
If you're doing okay, that's great. Listen, I have to get going. I'm trying to give Chibi a flea bath.
She was doing that last
Bye.
time. He keeps getting fleas. Okay, let's wiggle our way over here. It's that fun thing where you can, if a character design is well done, their silhouette or even just like a color band, like if you make little bands of color using their palette, they're recognizable still, and I think they did a good job with this, especially Ness, I think. There's a horn of life. Could have used that back in the Tender Village. Huh? A bugle.
So crunchy.
I think I had forgotten that bugles are called that because they look like bugle, like a trumpet. But look at this little area. It's like its own biome. Oh no, Hungersaurus is guarding a present. Some of these trees you can't really get around. You have to go a different way. Ah, he's so cute. His side sprite especially is very cute. Let me see if I can dispel his shield before we take too much damage, because he has a power shield, like a reflecting shield. Yeah, he takes some physical, about half the damage it looks like when it reflects back. Did it work? There we go. Bash him, Ness. He's got PK Fire!
Uh-oh.
So this is like, remember in Mother 1 how the Bigfoot used PK Freeze? Oh, there's that flame pendant Jeff has coming in handy. But I kind of think it's meant to be like, oh, they're not using PK Fire, they don't have psychic powers. He's just breathing fire, because he's kind of like a dragon dinosaur thing. That's my guess. But because they've already coded most of the attacks like that into psychic abilities, it was easier to stab PK Fire. Although there's stuff like the Crashing Boom Bang attack that's thunder, you know, lightning, and so I don't know, maybe they are supposed to be psychic dinosaurs. I wouldn't put it past this game.
You can't tell from the fossil record whether or not dinosaurs were psychic.
Yeah, I mean, their
So
brains
you never
didn't really
know.
survive, right? Abby says, yeah, we should just take the net like an Animal Crossing and steal their fleas. That would make Chibi so embarrassed. And then we sell them back to him.
Ashley says, based on how tall the dinosaur sprite is compared to the party, that dinosaur has to be fast. That would be terrifying to see.
Well, that's the thing in movies and stuff. Like, if you've ever seen a giraffe in real life move, they look like they're going in slow motion when they're going really fast. In movies, they want to give stuff a sense of scale, so like big things will move really slow. But in reality, wouldn't they be like shimmying all over the place and really quick?
I don't like that.
I don't want to think about that. Let's try to heal everyone up. Don't have to be too stingy with our PSI. Alright, get this present.
Fun song.
We've only seen one of the three main enemies here. So the C pendant, I was just talking about the different pendants. The C pendant is one of the better ones. Not the best, but one of the better ones. The best one you can find normally, because protects you from fire, freeze, and flash attacks. So I'm gonna give that to Ness for no particular reason. We're gonna replace the night pendant. And then I think Paula's got the rabbit's foot. I might actually give Jeff, even though the flame pendant was helping him, I'm gonna give Jeff the night pendant for later. Pendants you can kind of swap around depending on what you're fighting. Jeff needs to sleep so he can get that antenna. How much intelligence? He needs 65. He's one away still. Okay.
Yeah, Captain says how much more terrifying Jurassic Park would be if they were psychic. I don't know how that would...
See, in some of them, like Jurassic World, they seem psychic because the T-Rex and the Velociraptor are like knowingly nodding to each other and talking. We were just talking about that again. There we go, there's another dinosaur. This one's in the thumbnail. Let's fight him.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's the Googlysaur.
Googly.
So this one is called the Wetnosaurus in EarthBound. I think it's supposed to look like it has like a wet nose, like a dog. Or maybe it's aquatic. I'm not exactly sure.
Okay.
In Mother 2, it is called the Kamimesaurus. Kamime means like googly eyes, crab eyes is kind of the term they use for like bug eyes or frog eyes. But yeah, he's supposed to have little weird like cute crab eyes or frog eyes kind of. If that makes sense. But yeah, the EarthBound localizers are like, let's focus on his weird dog-like nose instead. But they're adorable.
Like D&D kobolds.
Most of the enemies are actually in the thumbnail, if you notice. The Hungersaurus, where do they go? They're doing some sort of mating dance over there.
What?
The Hungersaurus is not in the thumbnail, but the other two are. We haven't seen the one yet, the creepiest. Look at this, it's another little village. These guys are more outgoing, so you can give them.
Smell really good. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Who am I? I'm a Tenda.
Can't you tell by our color scheme? And our like 5 pixels?
Hey, what are you doing inside our dinosaur cage? I'm going to open the door and you get out of there right now. I'm the boss, so I will let you out.
They wrote that giant billboard. The billboard was still like huge, so we could tell it was a billboard.
Thank you for the Tendakraut.
Oh, Ness's Tendakraut was stolen. The awful smell surrounding the group is now gone. So yeah, they love it. This is a different tribe of Tenda.
They're letting you out of their cage.
Why don't you, oh, sorry.
Why don't you see the talkative mystery rock? That rock really jabbers away. Even though I listened to the talkative mystery rock's story, I don't understand what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's a good point, Abby. I would love plushies of some of the enemies. They've made them of most of the main characters.
Thank you for coming all the way into this primitive country. You must be tired to stay. It'll run you $400.
We could go jump on the giant hot spring bidet for free.
Please come again, Mr. Traveler.
It sounds ominous. All right, we got money. Let's stay. Jeff can't repair the antenna yet. We can always teleport to Saturn Valley if we really need to. Okay. I really think that the toucan is supposed to be a lot bigger than... Maybe they couldn't figure out how to make it small with only so many sprites. Oh, we talked to them already. They moved back.
We made a cage for dinosaurs and locked them up. That's what my brother tells me. But I don't believe it. He's just spewing out of his cake hole.
His Lumin hole. I mentioned Lumin, the word is like luminous. Mr. Saturn, there's the most plushies of Mr. Saturn, yes. There are tons over the years.
Let's play store. My friend Angress loves this game. So, hi, may I help you? Are you looking for anything in particular?
Let's see. Ooh, the ultimate bat. We just got a new bat.
Mammoth burger.
The holy frying pan. The mammoth burger is really cheap, but it heals a lot. And the shiny coin, Jeff could use that. Let's try to get some of this stuff if we have the room. Ness is just burning through bats. You can have that Hall of Fame bat. We just traded all those horns of life for it, but that's okay. And the holy frying pan. Oh, we need to make room for that. Oh, well, the customer's always right. Is there anything else today?
Let's play again sometime.
I was gonna mention, so we already hit the spot where there's another 1 in 128 item. The Hungersaurs or Chomposaurs, whatever you want to call them, drop a magic frying pan for Paula, but that's a 1 in 128 chance once again. And it's not really worth it. It does make her guts go up quite a bit, I believe, but I think the holy fry pan is just easier to use because you can buy it. Here we go, and it's a big boost anyways. Sometimes the guts is better to have than the offense because it'll help you stay alive, it'll help you get smash attacks, stuff like that. Ooh, what does he have? I want to make sure I'm not buying something that's like adjacent. Some of the coins are supposed to be like evil repelling coins. The shininess repels the evil. Oh, he's got the talisman coin. Okay. We could probably swap that out. For Jeff's sake. Does he have the room? Let's find out. Pooh always has so much room, but now he's actually getting all his equipment, so he's gonna have just as much, yeah. Jeff just has so many gadgets. Okay. We managed to get all that stuff. Whoa!
Whoa!
The occasional earthquakes are unsettling, but it's just the hot springs.
Tenda who liked to talk came to the lost underworld because we couldn't stand the quiet up above. So we established a separate tribe. I hope we can be friendly again someday.
Well, with the Tendacrowd exchange.
Yeah, it was a lot easier to live up above.
Yeah, the dinosaurs aren't trying to kill you up there, but you do have to deal with the deep darkness. Don't feed the dinosaurs in the cage, the boss. Yeah, the idea that this is the outside and everything else is the cage is great.
There's a little guy out there.
Help him!
You're a foreigner, aren't you? I'm a world-wise Tenda.
Oh no.
I was on an exchange student. Wait, I was an exchange student who traveled to a country that is known as an economic superpower.
I wrote on the exchange student's back.
My name is Angris Vanderpool.
His name is Egil Steik, is the Japanese one. It's supposed to be like Ego Suteki. Ego Suteki. It's like ego is supreme or English is supreme. And they didn't really translate that in EarthBound, so I'm glad that the people who made this game, or this version, MaternalBound, decided to actually make it sound a little closer, like a localized version of the Japanese name.
Let me know if I can do anything for you. Shall I loan you some money? I don't feel strange about it at all. Please ask me anytime.
So I believe...
Shall I loan you some money?
I'm Angris.
If you want to withdraw, I will charge you a handling fee that is equal to the amount of your withdrawal.
Just like the guy in the deep darkness that was scuba diving that we didn't want to get money from.
Is that okay with you?
No.
I would never do anything to displease you.
Yeah, there's a lot of like kind of shady, shrewd business people in this game, especially the farther we get into the wilderness and the scarier parts. Oh, look.
He's world-wise.
It's red. Kind of looks like blood shooting out of the... We are around the navel of the earth, the one said.
We are the same Tenda as those above ground. We seem different? Yeah, you know, the Tenda up there are shy and don't like to talk.
Well, things are different now.
Didn't you think that the Tenda up above have some particularly beautiful women? They're still shy, though.
The gummies are always greener in the other tribe. You finally came, Ness.
He was watching you talk to everyone but him.
I'm going to play the awe-inspiring, very deep music. I'm the mystery rock. At last you speak to me. He healed us. We didn't even need to rest. Listen, Ness. I'm going to tell you something very important. You may want to take notes. Ready? You're the chosen one. Your destiny is not only yours. It's the destiny of the whole universe.
It's a lot to put on a kid.
There will be a time in which every part of you will become one with the universe. It's not necessary to understand now. Do you remember Giant Step in Onet? That is one of your sanctuary. It is a spot which gives you power and allows you to realize all your skills. There was a monster that protected it. The monster was influenced by the power of the place. You must have beaten those monsters. You must reach all of the 8 power spots in the world. When the sound stone records the melodies of all 8 power spots, you can finally see your world. I'll tell you all of the power spots. 1, Giant Step in Honet. 2, Lilliput Steps in Grateful Dead Valley near Tucson. It's actually near Happy Happy Village, but maybe he's not up on the cult. They formed and disbanded before The Rock even learned about them. Milky Well in Grapefruit Falls in Saturn Valley, near Buffalo. Rainy Circle found by Jeff in Winters. Magnet Hill at the edge of the city of Foreside. Pink Cloud, which Pooh knows.
He knows it.
And Lumin Hall, where the shining lichen lives in the cave. A new place is now going to be opened up to you. 8. Fire Spring, located southwest of here. Listen to the melody of all 8 power spots. If you do not fail, you may upset Gigas' plans. Understand, Ness? The time will come. The moment when your destiny becomes one with the destiny of the universe is close at hand. So yeah, in Mother 2 in this version, it's pointed out a little more that we do need the sanctuary spots to open up our world. I'm gonna save one more time before we head out here. We're getting close to 200,000 in the bank. Dad's like, what are you guys doing down there? I heard you killed a dinosaur, so I'll give you a little something extra. Let me check my map so I don't get lost here. There's a Tenda up north that we want to talk to.
The little guy that's out there.
Okay, there's only a few more things we want to grab here as we head to the sanctuary. That rock is kind of like, hey, did you miss any? Because it is, a lot of people miss the Lilliput Steps or maybe Rainy Circle. There's certain ones that get kind of forgotten if you're not paying attention or exploring. A chubby, obnoxious kid from some foreign country said something heartrending. So I'm healing my wounds in the hot springs. Aww. Can't believe they would say something so cutting to such a cute little guy.
Present.
We still have not seen one of the enemies that's only in this area.
Stuck.
It's hard to know where to go around some of these trees because it's a little... There we go. Guts capsule.
Nice.
Give that to Paula. She doesn't hit stuff very often, but I want to keep her alive, so having that extra guts is a good way to do so.
Pretty good. Everyone should be alive.
Paula says, thank you for that guts capsule. I'm going to give you the Franklin badge, Ness. Just in my headcanon, she wants to give him the Franklin badge for some reason.
Oh.
Hurry, to the hot spring!
She's the one that has the most visions.
Everyone get ready. We're gonna bathe in the blood of the world.
In the world's navel.
Ugh. The world needs to clean its navel. There's dinosaurs in here. It's not gonna go off. Yeah, so the earthquakes only happen every so often. I want to show this one, but it only cures status ailments, so I feel like you wouldn't really need to use this that often.
Oh.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's more like fruit punch.
Yeah, it is like a Hawaiian punch. A hot springs cured you completely. Okay, we gotta see that last enemy. Part of me doesn't want to see it because it's a little bit horrifying to comprehend and behold. But...
It's not a dinosaur then?
No. Weirdly enough, it is not.
That is, present.
Trying to do my best to wiggle around away from these hungry dinos. There we go. You can go behind the trees a little easier than you can go beside them.
Sliding which way?
Whoa.
Normal again.
What is that?
Normal size.
Doesn't that kind of look like the Skyrunner or the Skywalker?
Oh.
This song.
What's that weird little tentacle?
Yeah, this is a little teaser. This is a very strange place, and I think you're meant to be unsettled and confused by it. This song is actually a sample of All You Need Is Love, the Beatles song, which in turn is doing a few notes from La Marseillaise, which is the French national anthem. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like dun 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 dun. Yeah, that's the beginning of the Beatles song, All You Need Is Love. Oh, here he is!
What?
Dun 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 dun.
I don't know about that.
The last of the enemies that we're gonna face here in this area. The Ego Orb!
What has he seen? He's like the dogs.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's seen whatever those dogs have seen.
Oh wow, even the orb is stuck when a little monkey wedges itself in there. Oh, they're not very tough though. Okay. They're called the Very Certain Stone.
Oh, they're very certain.
In Mother 2. So I wonder if they just have like a very, I don't know, they seem like they're very confident, or they know what they're about. And they're about being weird. Okay, one last item to grab on our way over here. This area's a lot bigger than it feels because we're so small and we move like this. But yeah, if you want those purple dinosaurs, have the magic fry pan. We didn't get it. We didn't have the luck. I shouldn't say, we didn't yet but we got something else really good. The Cloak of Kings.
All the things of kings.
Yeah, this is the last piece of Pooh's gear.
Outfit.
Let's get him decked out. Now he looks like he's ready to rule. This boosts your speed quite a bit. It almost doubles his speed and some more defense. So Pooh is gonna be a powerhouse now. Especially that we got the sword. It always felt incomplete when I would play and not get the Sword of Kings, because he would have that slot open the whole time. All right. One last geyser here if we need to heal, which I don't think we actually do. Pretty sure we are ready. We just kind of hit the ego orb with a bazooka and a monkey.
Yeah.
They're pretty generous though with the geysers and the areas to save. In case of danger, evacuate here, the boss.
Here, the dinosaurs don't come and attack me, so I can relax. Except now I can't get out.
Oh no. They're stuck. I mean, it's open, but even if the dinosaurs weren't here, I think seeing the ego orb would... Imagine the scale of that thing. We were like fitting its eye. It's like if the moon came down, like Majora's Mask, or... Oh, speaking of him. One more dinosaur. Okay, if we see a Chomposaurus real quick here. Well, unfortunately.
I don't like how he pulses.
Yeah, he's just kind of doing his weird thing. He's so fast. He doesn't seem to roll, though. He just kind of floats. What a strange guy. Jeff, hit him with a bazooka. It will be like that Trip to the Moon, the old silent film where he's got a bazooka shell like in his eye. Ugh. That was, if you hadn't seen that, very famous silent film with like cool effects from back in the day, but really back in the day, that was the inspiration partially for the moon in Majora's Mask. I'm gonna see if we can get, before we go into Fire Spring too much, let me see if I can get a Chomposaur to spawn for Ashley. She says we should try one more time. Everyone channel your luck into the magic frying pan. We have a holy frying pan, but is magic stronger than holy power? Well, there's one right there, but they're not spawning down here, and I don't want to walk all the way around to get a dinosaur. But yeah, if you, oh, there's one.
There you go.
That's not the right one, though.
Oh.
We have to fight the big purple one. But yeah, we literally, like, just got a sanctuary spot not that long ago. And we're already in another one, so they do kind of throw a bunch of these at you right at the end. He was charging.
Coming at you.
He was going. There it is. All right, this is the last one, and then we're heading into Fire Spring.
Roski's summoning the frying pan with emojis. Emoji spell.
Steal its shield. Monkey is very good against these dinosaurs, I'm realizing. They're pretty tough on defense, but luckily that also means we don't do that much damage to ourselves when the power shield hits us. Oh, it's also the shield is making them have higher defense, obviously. We should try to smack him with the magic frying pan. We haven't even used it. Or the holy one. If we get the magic one, it's like the holy one was brand new still. Could sell it back and be like, we didn't even use this. Oh, geez, it stomped on Pooh with its big foot.
No! And
did mortal damage. Ashley, what happened? What'd you do to us? No. The summoning dinosaurs are in the chat, and we didn't get it, but that's okay.
Oh, well.
Honestly, I think the broken antenna was tougher to get. Pooh, how you doing, buddy? He actually didn't take as much damage as it sounded because it didn't roll down all the way. He only took a little bit. He's okay.
He's in his fancy outfit, and then he gets stepped on?
His cloak is all crumpled.
Aww.
His diadem is bent. It's a good drum beat in the Fire Spring. Let's see, who should use the speed capsule? 30, 94. Paula has that rabbit's foot. I don't think the rest are gonna really compete with some of the others, but maybe we can give it to Jeff, because he'll be able to use his devices a little faster. That's my logic there. Plus Jeff he's a scientist. He'll drink random stuff. If it makes him stronger.
Oh.
So these are the flames that would have been in Moonside, these flame sprites. But this is the soul-consuming flame. What did you think of the enemies in Lost Underworld? Were they some of the better ones?
They were really good.
Before we grade the enemies in this area, because it seems like
his face is really good.
You surprisingly like this guy more than I thought you would. That's like the slimy little pile's evolution. And this guy, he looks like Pooh's ancestor. Doesn't he kind of look like the Moo training?
Yeah,
guy a little bit?
It does.
So the evil elementals we need to be a little careful with, because I believe they can possess us if we're not cautious. Let's try PK Thunder Omega. Haven't really used that much yet. I like to see all the effects. They're cool.
Yeah.
Come on, keep it going. One for each of them. Alternate. Yep. Wow, Pooh. Game's going our way, so hopefully that doesn't mean we're fated to die a horrible death or something.
Yeah, it's trying to lull you into a sense of security.
Going good so far, though, in the Fire Spring. Okay, IQ. Yeah, all right, he has enough.
Oh, now he just needs to sleep.
I wish I had teleported away before we went in here, because now we would have to go all the way back here, you know. Ah, hey!
What?
It got Pooh's foot.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, he's gonna bite him or... I don't know. He seems like he would, like, numb on your foot, gross, and burn you. Let's just bash him. I don't know if we need to actually immobilize him with that. I don't want to have any monkeys jumping in there. Everyone is buff. Yeah, we are getting through these enemies. I feel like this is, some of them are easier than the last area. There's another, this is one of the weirdest enemies, in my opinion. The Major Psychic Psycho. There's also a Psychic Psycho. So they're called PK Man.
Guy. 80s music video vibes.
He does look, he's wearing like a weird Man in the Iron Mask sort of helmet. But yeah, he's got like Devo energy.
Yeah.
And his suit is on fire.
Are the lips like metallic lipstick?
I feel like they could be. I always thought it was his teeth.
Oh.
Like he's grimacing in a creepy way, almost like Hellraiser or something.
I don't know.
Look how that sea pendant and it's doing well for...
Could be a good Halloween costume.
Ugh. Yeah, I wonder if anyone's ever dressed up as some of these enemies.
I feel like someone has to have had.
Someone find out for us. Look up the Psychic Psycho.
Lips or teeth?
So, yeah, they're called the PK Man, and this one is the PK Man Superior. The evil elemental we fought is called the Cursed Annoyance, the Moo guys. And then the soul-consuming flame is the hotly burning enemy.
It is, yeah.
It is pretty hotly burning. Whose foot definitely felt that. Okay, let's see. When Pooh gets low, I'm just gonna use a brain food lunch on him. Yeah, that's good enough. We got a few of these, right? There you go, buddy, enjoy. Take a little bento break. And
Roski says, is there a clay model for the Psycho?
There might be. I do actually have, I have an illustration of them.
We'll have to see
that I will show in a second, but I'm holding off because I want to show you guys the clay model for the boss, but we have to see it first. Someone knew that we were gonna know. I've got that prepared. Because I think the boss ahead is the coolest of the Sanctuary Guardians. Who wants the luxury jerky? Let me make sure I don't waste it.
I have to think what it might be, because we're in we're almost like in a volcano now?
Yeah, so this is the fire spring. It's almost like a hot spring of fire. It's a little confusing where to get some of this stuff you have to go through weird ways. There are too many spirits. Here we go, some more dragonite.
Dragons.
Does Paula already have some? She's got 2. Give some of that to Pooh.
She's hogging the dust that makes you turn into a dragon.
Gee, Paula, who gave you 2 bags of dragonite? The coolest or the toastiest, said Atlas. They are very toasty as well as cool. Let's see if I can take this guy out fast. Yeah, the PK men are nothing to be trifled with.
haven't even dug into my secret snack yet.
Oh, really? Okay, it might dry out. Did anyone guess it?
It might dry out.
If you're working up a sweat in the fire spring or playing soccer, this is a good treat. It's mostly what I associate it with from my youth.
Yeah, I haven't gotten sleepy yet because sometimes, you know, I work.
Dani has a normal schedule.
I work a lot, and sometimes if I sit too long, I get tired. But
It's a lot easier when you are talking and pushing buttons to stay engaged, I'll say that. Oh, Ness got life up Omega, so now he can heal everybody.
The spirits are everywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be careful here. I also want to keep track of what items we have. I probably should have got rid of the for sale sign in retrospect. Go ahead and give that to Paula. Traded it for the Franklin
Pocket full of
badge.
ice cream. Oh, Abby actually has it. Oranges.
Yeah.
Orange slices.
The secret snack is oranges. I believe we need to go
I
through
wish I
here.
could have pocket ice cream and not have it be a problem.
We're so much faster when there's not a million enemies everywhere. Here we go. An angel band. This, I believe it's called the cherub band. But it is the angel band in Mother 1 as well.
I'm imagining it with like a big like Adventure Time, like squishy
Aw.
cheeked face and little wings
Where this
on your bracelet.
Somebody else can have the pixie band now because we gave the angel band to Paula. Ness could use the pixie band. Where did it go? There it is. It always keeps it where it was, so. I had everything all nice and organized. I like to put a lot of the equipment and things, like Jeff has his bazooka at the top so that I can use it easier, but and then, you know, as soon as we start getting stuff and playing, it gets all out of sorts. We are slightly more vulnerable to brain shock now, but we could sell that diamond band. Here you go, Paula, use that. Let's see if we can get a customer to head all the way here, down in the dinosaur lands. I'm glad these guys are easy, so we don't have to look at them very long. No. We have not seen the PK Man yet, just the normal one. They're one of the scarier ones, though, because using PK Fire is pretty tough to deal with. Oh, wow, he found us. Okay.
You
Selling
like
it.
slowed down.
Diamond in a volcano, okay. Wish I could call
He's
Escargot
just
Express.
like dodging all the flames and
I might start
anything for a deal.
I'll start using some of this stuff, I think. Oh, he didn't have that much. Gone. We still have a bunch of magic truffles from last time. And Paula has the rain pendant still. Debating whether to put that back on her, actually, because of all the PK Fire. Let's check. So the rabbit's foot gave us a ton of speed, but yeah, I think we should. Oh, not the rain pendant. So in Mother 1, you would use like rain to block fire, but it's more direct in this one where it's like the flame pendant actually blocks fire. That's the one I was thinking of. Okay, well, she's fine then. No one will try to freeze us, most likely.
Oh, that was
See, how
close.
did that not get us?
That was
with the back-
close.
That was the one I was expecting, the back attack. Well, this is, as we're going through here, we could talk a little bit. I learned something deep and dark about the Mr. Saturns. We haven't seen one in a little while, but I did want to mention.
Deep and dark.
I think we need to go the other way first here. Oh, there he is.
Ashley says, so the characters sweat in the desert, but not the volcano?
Hey, we're pretty strong by now.
Good point.
Paula's been casting PK Fire, using PK Fire constantly. I think we're almost immune to the flames. At least the lingering heat and not to mention all the gases like sulfur that is probably in this place. The dry heat, since that last. Let me just make sure I know where I'm going here. There we go, yeah.
Butterfly.
This is the secret butterfly cave. To get to some of the stuff, the areas like you would want to get the extra equipment and presents, you do have to kind of go out of your way. But while we're doing that, I will mention, look at this background. So Mr. Saturn, I learned from the Legends of Localization book that Mr. Saturn's actually based off of Itoi, the game creator and director, had a manga that they made but way back in the 70s. I guess one of his dreams was to be a mangaka, to like write a manga. He didn't illustrate it, but back in like 76, he had a manga called like Penguin Gohan or Penguin Meal or Rice, you could call it. Or Passionate Penguin Meal, I think is one of the names. I cannot show even maybe not even a single panel of this, much less a page, because it is extremely unhinged. This is one of the things.
Extremely graphic.
This is one of the things I've, probably the only thing I've mentioned here that I'm like, do not go look this up, because it's very subversive and very of the time of like, it's gross and gritty and yeah.
See it.
You can see where Itoi's like potty humor came from with it. But yeah, it's one of those things where I was very surprised, but the origin of the Mr. Saturns comes from, there's penguins in there. There's like a main penguin. Paula?
I'm gonna choose to ignore this fact.
Oh no. Paula, I hoped her guts would hold out. But yeah, there's a normal, like a main penguin, but there's also these weird people that are shaped kind of like penguins. Oh my goodness, hold on a second. I believe that is also a 1 in 128 item.
What?
Someone can double check on this.
Aaron says very rated R. Yeah. So
yeah, I would, if you know of it, be careful if you're gonna look it up. There's stuff, you can find it, but it can be sold for a very high price. A good explanation is kind of tough.
Adam showed me like just a few things from it, and I was like,
we're not gonna go into it too much,
right,
but
then.
But anyways, oh Paula's a ghost. Let's look at her real quick since we don't get to see a ghost very often. If Ness becomes a ghost, you actually get to control Paula and down the line, depending on who's dead, which is kind of fun.
So Paula's next in like closest to
Succession,
leader.
yeah. If Ness is out of the way, then Paula becomes the leader. Bring her back. How we doing on PSI? We could just do an Omega on everybody. Everyone's healed.
Steven says, play the slots, man.
Yeah, someone double check. Is that a 1 in 128, the media type? I'm gonna try to sell it now that Paula's alive, though, because it's one of those almost like, in Pokemon there's items like that, right? That are just like, this just exists, like the star pieces and stuff. Just exists for you to sell it. There we go, we got the Horn of Life to replace the Cup of Life noodles. We'll leave that with our buddy Ness. But anyways, yeah, there's weird penguin-shaped flesh people. Mr. Saturn is semi-based off of them. They're very strange and not exactly innocent like the Mr. Saturn, but they have some similar weird vibes. There's a lot of strange humor of like, there's a family sitting down to have a meal and the dad is like, no one talk about poop, and then the kids are like laughing, and then suddenly the dad is like, at midnight, I will be killed. And, oh, wow, they couldn't find me. I thought they found me before, maybe because I was in a cave. Let me try it again now that we're out here. But yeah, it's just really subversive humor of like, this penguin comes out of nowhere, kills the dad brutally with a rock, and then a new dad shows up and is like, I'm the father now. Like, there's just some strange stuff like that. One of the things that was mentioned about why Mr. Saturn was inspired by it is there's a part where the weird little penguin people are watching someone's house, and they build a rocket ship. Even though they seem simple, they're really smart, like the Mr. Saturns. So I think that was one of the main inspirations. Itoi also really likes astronomy, and he mentioned Saturn is his favorite planet, partially because it's really cool, but also has a little something extra that's kind of weird, which you could describe the Mr. Saturns that way. They're cool, they're kind of cool, but they have a little thing like the bow that is kind of odd and unnecessary. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
It's totally necessary.
It's one of their charm points that puts them over the edge of being weird and cute. Okay, let's fight the PK Man or the Psychic Psycho. The normal one. We're gonna try to take him out first.
As far as the stats for Meteorite, it seems it depends on the enemy as to how rare it is. Ashley, Adlas said that, and then Ashley sent the stats in Discord because there are a few different drop stats.
Okay. I think for this specific enemy, I could look it up, but I'm pretty sure it is pretty rare, if not 1 in 128. At this point, though, we don't really need money. We have almost 200,000, so selling it for the 2,000 is not, like, that essential, but it's fun. I'm happy that we got it. Yeah, I like PK Man better than Psychic Psycho, even though it has a bit of an alliteration ring to it. But yeah, anyways, Mr. Saturn, I think, is a better distillation of some of the ideas that were in Penguin Gohan, so just enjoy and appreciate and love Mr. Saturn and don't ever look up.
Maybe you just ignore that is maybe where they keep it
from. It makes sense, though, with Itoi's comedy writing that he wanted to be a manga, like a gag comic author, you know, in retrospect. He's definitely a Renaissance man of, like, copywriting, music, gold mining, games, comics. Like, he just does so much different stuff. He dabbles in a lot. Okay. Let's get out of here. We're almost out. Got a little bit longer to go. This dungeon's also confusing because it's so stacked in weird ways that it's like, are we even going the right way? You just kind of have to fight your way through the hordes of enemies and hope.
It does feel like it's especially stacked with enemies, too.
You can tell if we're, like, walking slower or we're running, but we're going that slow. It's because there's so many enemies on screen. There's too many sprites. Oh, no. I regret talking about it because people are looking it up. No, it's okay.
We warned you.
I mentioned unhinged, and that's a good word for it.
Well, like, it's more important to know that there's, like, it's sexually explicit.
Yeah. Thank you, Dani, for saying directly. No, it's okay.
Because unhinged makes it just be like, oh, it's weird.
Well, it is. There's, like, extreme violence and stuff, too, but... He also, he did voice the dad in Totoro. In the original. Let's heal. Oh, Paula survived. Thanks to her guts.
Oh.
Everyone healed. I need to double check the map, but I also don't want to fight these guys. I want to make sure I'm going the right way to get that item
for
there.
You at the top of the rope.
I guess we gotta fight them. There's so many. Yeah, they're off the top rope. The evil elemental. I'm being very cautious with my PSI when I really don't need to be. But I'm a little worried because the, obviously, as you would guess, the 8th Sanctuary has one of the toughest bosses. So I don't want to use too much of it. Let's see here. Just gonna double check my map since it is a little confusing, like I mentioned. I can multitask. Okay, so we go in there. Gonna go there. Okay, we're going the right way. So a lot of these dungeons are like, as long as you just keep going, you'll eventually find where you need to go. Paula still hung on with 1 HP so you wouldn't be sad.
Yeah.
Steve, it's like a Pokemon thing. I'm not looking at him. I'm not making eye contact. Let's go ahead and use some. We have so much. These guys are not as weak to PK Freeze as you would think in this dungeon, weirdly enough.
Too hot.
Too hot, it just melts before it even hits him. I bet they were like, you're probably gonna use PK Freeze, aren't you? We realize. Oh no, that's why you want to take him out quick. Put a psychic shield up. Now I just have to bash him.
Black shoes and purple suit is a look.
Paula could really use some fire protection now. Come on, bash him! Before I love how it like freezes a little bit the rolling HP when you do stuff, just to give you an extra second to get healed.
Oh baby.
Oh baby. Paula's getting strong. Alright. So we do want to go into that spot first. I wish we could teleport away and come back, but make sure we're all good, because it's a little more harrowing if you don't have fire protection than it seems. We've already lost Paula once, but we're not gonna do it again. Okay, here we go. Now, if I had gone and rested, this would be kind of useless to get, but get in here, Poop. The Moonbeam gun.
Moonbeam.
We're gonna blast him with the power of the moon. Beautiful luminescence. So yeah, this is better than the baddest beam is not as bad as you would think, or not as good as you would think, I guess. But yeah, the weapon we could make with that broken antenna is stronger. I want to use this. Sometimes my fingers are moving faster than my brain, where I go into a menu, and then I remember after why I went in there. We got a surprise attack. Hit him with a frying pan. This would be a great place. It's like Calcifer cooking the breakfast in Howl's Moving Castle. Could use one of these gross little guys to do it. Give her an aluminum foil suit. Would that make it worse, or it's like Adventure Time?
It might cook her like a potato.
Oh no. Politato. I noticed, so...
I want to know what's going on with the moonbeam.
With the moon?
The power of the moon on our side.
Oh, well, we have the moonbeam gun.
Yeah.
It's just a cool gun. We can see what it says. I was gonna say something about the names.
Sorry.
Oh, no info. You just gotta put your own... It's maybe like a space ray, like a laser, thing. I'm guessing. Oh, but, so we mentioned before the way you could potentially mistranslate Lumine Hall to Lumine Hull. Well, Paula's name in Japanese is Pora. P-O-L-A is like how you would transcribe it into English. But it's obviously Paula is what it's supposed to be. But then I realized the place where her parents run, the elementary school is called Polestar Elementary. But I'm almost wondering if it's supposed to be like Paula Star Elementary, but it was translated differently, so. It would make sense if they named the elementary school after their darling little gal.
Polestar makes sense too, though. I don't know.
Pooh has a little friend now, and we're gonna be stuck with him, I think, for the rest of the dungeon, unfortunately. We got lucky until now that the evil elemental didn't possess us. Do you remember the little ghosts that would reach out and do 1 damage? Or touch you with a chilling hand? Yeah, they're back from Threek. Disrupting our senses. But now we have a new, we saw a Paula ghost, now we have a new little ghost on the overworld with us. There he is. Can you see him? He's briefly visible in the lava. Yeah, we are almost out of here, though. You could see the Guardian from where we were climbing through.
Captain says, yay, possession!
It's fun! We're having fun! As we're getting burned. I'm addicted to using these monkeys. They're so good.
The monkey is, like, very dedicated, very hardworking.
They're just constantly teleporting in. So basically I would be using the slime machine instead, but because we have the monkey's love, I can have Jeff just be on bazooka detail. Helps a lot. Wow. Paula is tired of getting killed. It does feel like they smash attack when they're at their emotional peak. They're most frustrated. Okay. We got like one little area to go through and we'll be at the boss. I'm gonna make sure everyone's healed up good. Oh, there's a tiny little volcano there. There we go.
Sparkle. Hey,
you stay away from us. All right. I don't think we can heal the possession with Pooh. He's possessed. I will double check if healing will do that at all.
I'm gonna touch.
We have not been diamondized yet this whole time.
Well, now that you've said that.
But yeah, I think we have to actually go to the healer to have an exorcism, basically.
Aaron says, monkey's love conquers all.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure we are good on stuff. Paula's gotta, I'm gonna give some, here, we'll let Paula focus on her PSI attacks, and Ness can have brain food. Make sure
What is it gonna be?
Yeah, place your bets now.
Weirder PK Man.
Wait, did I call this guy? I don't even remember. What was I gonna sell? It was so long ago now. I don't remember calling you at all. Oh, we were getting rid of the baddest beam. I can't buy that. No, it's we made it, I think. I gotta give him something. What should we sell this guy? The broken antenna? No.
No.
You can have some luxury jerky.
But, it's luxury.
No, okay, we're good. Aw, come on, you have no idea how much trouble it took for me to get here. You went through all the enemies. Sorry, buddy, I didn't Didn't realize you wouldn't buy the baddest beam. Okay, we'll leave that for now.
Aaron says hint woof woof.
Alright. We got one last little guy.
In a volcano?
The little ghost. I thought it was the enemy getting us, but the little ghost was like, and he poked us. Alright, he better not interfere and make anyone frozen. Pooh's used to ghosts of his ancestors and stuff. It's a trick! You finally got here. This is the 8th your sanctuary location, but it's mine now. Take it from me if you dare. This is the one exception. The carbon dog. It kind of looks... Actually, you could debate that this is that little slimy pile, because look at the eyes. But this is the only one that is not, directly something that we could comprehend as one of the enemies. Let's see. I'm gonna set up some shields here. Try to make sure it's got the meme music. Everyone, shield up. Oh, I think this is this the power shield that reflects? Because there's 2 different ones. The little ghost always goes first, it seems like. All right, everybody shield up. Carbon dog's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of the bull from Last Unicorn.
Oh, the Red Bull?
Yeah, isn't that fiery like this?
Yeah.
Even the little ghost is protected. They're on our side, sort of. Yeah, let's see if we can get rid of its shield. I thought it had one.
The little ghost is like, thanks for the shield.
Yeah, look how much that biting attack did. I'm gonna be careful and not go too crazy on my psychic abilities till I see whether he's got a shield. I don't think he has a shield though, or at least it didn't work. Uh-oh. He's only one foe, so it's harder to hit PK Thunder.
Atlas says, quick, grab some ketchup and mustard. It's a hot dog.
Oof. He's got a spray of fire, and he's doing a ton of damage. Oh, he killed the little ghost for us. Thanks, Carbon Dog.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to hit him with our strongest moves here. So if you have the multi-bottle rocket or the pencil rocket times 20, you don't want to use it on this boss because there's a twist.
Twist.
Ooh, we solidified it with PK Freeze. It's so nice being able to just heal everyone together. We could try PK Ki. Let's do that. We got plenty of PP. Everyone, your strongest moves. And Jeff, use a bazooka. Get him! Yeah, this is a really cool boss design. All of a sudden, Carbon Dog gave off a rainbow of colors.
Whoa.
Diamond Dog's body solidified.
What?
It's the Diamond Dog! It's 2 bosses in 1.
Whoa.
Oh, the power shield. Oh no, Jeff. Should have used a psychic ability. Oh wait, he can't. So yeah, that's why I said don't use the multi-bottle rocket or the pencil rocket on them, because it'll deflect your attacks back when it changes into the Diamond Dog.
It's a beautiful mirror dog.
It's beautiful. I think we might be able to brain shock it and confuse it. For now, I'm just gonna hit it with that stuff and then see if I can kill its shield. Yeah, let me see if I can brain shock it, because I haven't used brain shock much. But one of these is susceptible to it, I'm pretty sure. Get him! He felt a little strange. So yeah, I think you can mess them up, and then if they bite themselves, they can bite you and diamondize you. Diamondize is almost like being petrified, or turned to stone in the last game. Ooh, not enough PP. Okay, I'm gonna save that for healing then. Just bash away. Paula's got enough though. We're burning through it here to get this guy. Maybe... Oh, we do have one of these. Should we use it on it? I'll save it.
You said it would reflect.
No, not now. It won't if their shield is gone. I was gonna say, don't do it. Don't do it when Carbon Dog is out, because they'll turn into Diamond Dog and just lay waste to you. Because every multi-bottle rocket, or the other one, has multiple hits. It hits a bunch of times. So it's like you would just deflect each time. Power shield. Oh, he still has it on. Okay, good. He went back to normal. I think it's gone now. Oh, no. Now it's gone. There we go. Let's do one of these if we can. Keep everyone healthy, please. Yeah, this is one of the toughest boss fights. I remember struggling with this when I first played.
Jeff's rolling. Tony's gonna be mad at you.
Oh, not enough PP. Tony! Forgive us, Tony! He's okay. Wow. He looks like he would conduct electricity. He's got that tail stuck up.
He's very
He's diamond,
proud.
though.
He's like, yeah, look at me now.
There we go, we got him. We didn't even need to heal Jeff.
He became tame.
Okay, and then I quickly here, before I forget, I do want to show you guys, because I think this is one of the coolest of the paper clay models. Look at that, they made it like translucent and shiny. But yeah, there's the carbon dog and the diamond dog. They have the same name in Mother 2. The PK Man Major is up there, but yeah, I don't know if he has a model. A lot of them were on display back in the day, and maybe we'll see them again at some point, but I think they made models of almost everybody. 84,000 experience.
Ooh.
But yeah, I think that might be my favorite paper clay model from how unique and translucent it looks. They did such a really good job on that one. All right, Diamond Dog is also, that's a song by David Bowie in an album. I think that's a reference to that. But I like how, yeah, it's from carbon and then it solidifies into a diamond after enough pressure. All right, well, I'm gonna give this... Paula, could you hang on to this Casey bat for me, maybe? And, got a couple of the, you know, I could probably use maybe another magic truffle, or, Pooh, you don't mind taking this brain food lunch from you, right? Okay, let's go. Ness is just grabbing some stuff for some reason. The last sanctuary location. Here it is. It's the fire spring. It's so small compared to what you would think for a volcano. Science fair project. It's just one note.
It's one note.
It's the last melody. All right. Ness had the feeling that he was being watched by himself as a baby. That's not as peaceful as it sounds. Or, yeah. It's a little creepy.
Well, like the other visions...
They're all like memories.
He was seeing himself, and then he had a vision of sensing himself seeing himself.
He's like he's outside of himself. He's one with the universe, as The Rock said. Ness's Soundstone record the melody of the fire spring. This is a bit of a point of no return, so... The backing track is great. We did it! We got all 8 melodies, all 8 sanctuaries. I'm grabbing my own soundstone. We have a cool little marbly soundstone here. It's got a bubble in it. Okay, we beat the game.
Oh.
You just can't deal with this. Oh. Having a black and white flashback. I feel like we're on the cliffs of Onet. Going up the hills of San Francisco. Some sort of strange memory, or is it? If it's a memory, why are we us at this age?
It feels dream.
It is very dreamlike. Oh, the flowers have color.
Is that your house?
Yeah, I don't know why it's on this cliff.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we went away like a pencil or an eraser statue. We're invisible. Baby Chibi! It's a puppy! They got a little bit of color on them, too.
Is it ghost from the future?
We're just kind of waltzing through some sort of memory vision? I don't know. Before color was invented, yeah. I remember my sisters used to believe that.
He's rocking
himself. Ness. I think Ness is the right name for him.
Ness. He smiled just from hearing his own name. Do you think he likes his name?
Where are they? We can't show Dad. Try putting that red cap on him. It's too big, but it looks good on him.
I hope Chibi won't be jealous of the baby.
I thought I was the baby, says Chibi. Let's celebrate with some mud. This baby will grow up to be a hard worker just like you. He's always saying that.
I don't think he needs to be rich or famous, but I want him to be a thoughtful, strong boy. That's odd. The baby bottle that he pointed at seemed to move a little bit.
Interesting. In EarthBound, there's no delineation on who's talking, so it's kind of hard to tell, but I'm glad they put Dad and Mom for this. In Japanese, it's a little easier to tell. All right, everybody. So this is troll doll level of little butts out, but we're in Ness's purest form. Apologies for just a sudden naked Ness, but it's supposed to be like he is in his mind palace and he is at his most innocent and pure.
What's with the tomatoes and carrots? And there's a lot going on here.
He's peeping at you. Ooh, he's staring at you as like baby Ness.
There's a lot happening.
Ness, you've stood on the 8 power spots of the earth and now you got your whole butt out. That was the requirement for creating this realm in your mind known as Magicant. Remember Magicant from the first game?
Yeah.
In Magicant, there's beauty, kindness, sorrow, and hatred. Of course, there's an evil and violent side of you. The Sea of Eden sits at the center of those feelings. It takes you to the truth about yourself. Whoa. So every time you talk to someone here, the palette changes, which is fun. But yeah, unlike the pink, cloudy ice cream land of Queen Mary's Magicant in Mother 1, this is Ness's weird... This is a twisted vision of Ness's mind.
Wait.
But yeah,
Why
this
is he here?
In Mother 2, Ness is naked except for his hat. In this version, they even took it out of his hat, off of his head. But I will say, in EarthBound, we can hide behind a bush. In EarthBound, he is wearing the pajamas because they kind of were like, let's not open that can of worms. But in Japanese media, I think nudity is treated almost like the thing with like the dog pulling down the baby's little diaper and it's cute because their butt is out, and troll dolls, and I think in Dragon Ball, Goku's, I think it's meant as a kind of innocence thing. It's not weird if you don't let it be weird. Ness, maybe you don't want to hear this, but you remind me of myself when I was young. I can't do anything more for you. Good luck, Ness. Everdread.
That's always something to say to someone that has a lot of baggage to it.
Aw, he's dead, remember? Everdread's ever dead. Look at this little guy. Weird little bunny with like a tail. This is the realm of Magicant, which your mind created. Why don't you explore your mind? Take your time, Ness. Whoa.
Okay.
I like the yellow and black. Come on into Magicant. Oh, it doesn't change when you go to the signs. Ness, did you learn how to tell what time I'm indicating? You could talk to the clock. Look, it's Flowey.
Flowey.
This is the origin of the Flowey design in Undertale. Of course, Toby Fox was very inspired by Mother 2 and Mother 3. But yeah, Flowey was based off of these pretty directly. Let's all look at Mr. Sun. Let's all face Mr. Sun and put smiles on our faces. That's not indicated that it's a song in EarthBound as much, but it kind of reminds me of Toontown and Roger Rabbit, the way they're like singing about the sun. And oh hey, a chick. We hatched a bunch of these.
Man. Beep, 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 beep.
I'm just a faint memory. You don't usually remember me, but you've heard my song in the back of your mind.
It's Flying Boy.
No, it's Flying Chick. I think it's just meant to be a little chicken. So in this ATM, just like the other ones in the game, I keep hiding him behind stuff. It says CD in Mother 2, like cash dispenser. In EarthBound, it just has googly eyes, so a lot of people didn't realize this is an ATM. Because I think it's, if you just see this weird thing in the background with googly eye, like weird eyes, then you might not realize, but oops.
I would talk to something that had googly eyes.
Yeah, but it kind of looks like it's drawn. The telephone is a little more obvious that it's a telephone because it is, it says TEL over it. I think that's enough money. We don't really need it, but we might as well. Let's see what Mom has to say about our dream world.
Wait. Click. Beep, beep, beep. No, I was just teasing. I wanted to see if my new impression would fool you. Everyone here is doing just fine.
Puff.
Hope you're doing all right, too. Well, I better go.
Uh-oh.
I'm in the middle of my dance aerobics.
She's huffing and puffing.
Bye.
Okay.
Click,
I was like,
click,
Mom,
click,
what are
click.
you doing? I thought I was the one having a weird trip. Let's call Dad. He doesn't seem to have any indication that we're in our mind palace. Okay, and I wonder if Escargot Express can actually come up here. I want to see. Tracy.
I
Someone's
guess.
gonna come and take stuff. Okay, we'll see if they show up. This is the default palette more, I feel like, this green sort of look to it, but I do like when it changes. I used to actually talk to people multiple times to get it to change back. This guy is so strange looking. Oh. I couldn't find your location. You must be somewhere really strange. I've decided honestly that I should give up. I'm out of here. Sometimes this happens, you know? Aw, they left us hanging. Let's talk to this weird gargoyle looking guy who's also sort of naked. Hi, the shop specializes in puddings and pendants.
Puddings and pendants.
Wouldn't you like to buy some? You'd like to buy some, wouldn't you? What do you want to buy? So magic pudding is kind of like a magic tart.
If I saw a store that had a sign that said puddings and pendants, I might have to go in because I'd be like, what's going on in there?
The sea pendant is actually better than the earth pendant. That's part of why I gave it to Ness, because he is on his own here in Magicant. There was something else I was gonna say. Oh, you can get a star pendant, I believe, from one of the PK men, which is even better, but that's the only way you get it. It's another 1 in 128 item drop. On it was a quiet small town, wasn't it? Not anymore. You got anything else to say, buddy? This is Arwuba, the Star Master. Yeah, so Magicant comes from Magicantori, like country. So it is kind of this like other Ni no Kuni sort of other realm. Ooh. Yeah, it's so ominous. I feel like some of the palettes have a seasonal look. This just has a creepy look. Good thing our little buddy's here. I lived in your house before you were born. Ness used to be small and weak. Chibi, he's jealous.
Brother Ness, the Sea of Eden is at the end of Magicant. Other people can't get close to it. It's a strange place. Is there anything I can do for you?
Why, yes. So we don't have to call the Escargot Express.
She's right here.
We can just go here. I might get rid of a couple life noodles, honestly, because we can't revive ourselves if we die. And I am going to get something. Let me see. Checking my goods here to make sure. I'm gonna get the bicycle out.
The bicycle? Take good care of it.
Okay, we're good. Let's talk to Mom.
Oh, Ness.
You just called me.
Are you tired from traveling on your adventure? If you wish, you can stay here forever.
A little creepy, Mom.
I'll make some mud for you.
Ness, I know it's laundry day, but I thought she was doing her aerobics. Is this even real, Mom? Is this a doppelganger, Mom? Now it's cherry blossom season.
Yeah, that's right. You can't even think about being tired at a time like this. Be strong.
Oh, let's try our bike. We're alone. Remember, we can ride our bike only when we're alone with no teddy bears. Oh, the bicycle can't be used here. I'm gonna hang on to that because I don't want to forget to get it out later, so we'll hold on to it. Okay, bye, Flowies. Look at that. Oh, I didn't see how the clock looked as well in the other palette. It has a little face.
A zombie.
Oh. You kicked my butt badly. I won't forget. Ooh, made it creepy. Look at our little walking, or here, listen to our little walking sound.
Yeah. Ugh, no.
You destroyed my pride. We're dealing with some deep thoughts here in our subconscious, including the woes of those we destroyed along the adventure. Hey, it's Magicant! This snowman, I believe, was also in Undertale, like this design. It was very similar in Undertale. Wasn't there like a snowman that was sad? You had to like come back and talk to it? Or... Thank you for remembering me. This must be a snowman from his youth. It's me. I'm you when you were younger.
Oh.
Hey, let's play ball. Do you prefer reading comics or playing games? What, you're busy? Aw, look at him, he used to wear a blue cap, apparently. Even though Dad had a red cap for him. Maybe it didn't fit back then. I know the name of the girl you used to like. Uh-oh.
Don't tell.
Don't tell anyone, snowman. Oh, it's a hotel. Oh, so that's what the eye on the O, like that eye is what the ATM looks like in EarthBound.
It's the unknown.
Please rest. The dream you'll have here is a dream within a dream. Your heart knows things you aren't aware of. Do you want to sleep? Okay, if you walk outside, beware of the monsters. Ooh. Oh, you were asking about the tomatoes and the carrots and...
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just parts of Ness's mind, but...
Just to be weird.
The Magicant that is featured in Smash Brothers is mostly the Magicant from Mother 1 inspired, but there are elements like the tomatoes and carrots are in there. And I mentioned the octopus statue and the Kokeshi doll will pop up. I don't know if we have room for this with my bicycle. Let's see what this is. PSI Caramel. Oh, we'll leave it. He's already got too much stuff. There's a big line for something. To go read the sign or talk to the snowman. I'd like you to take your time, because this land will disappear when you wake up.
And then they'll all be gone.
Remember in, so spoilers from Mother 1, but that's a thing that happened to Mother 1 with Magicant. Peace! We haven't played together lately. It's his friends and a monkey.
Kya. Pervert.
In EarthBound, she says fresh because it's confusing in EarthBound because we have pajamas on, but she's like, oh, you're walking around naked. It's Picky. Do you remember Picky's little voice?
Nope. Ness. Porky took my snack.
Aww.
Hello. My name's Nico. Let's run and sing and dance.
In Mother 2, she's not named Nico. I think that's a unique sprite, or maybe it's not used that much, but Marcus Lindblom, the guy who did most of the localization work on this, named this character, he asked permission to name the character after his newborn daughter. He basically worked like 12, 14-hour days for a month straight, got one day off for his daughter's birth, and went right back to work. So he was kind of like, oh, I feel a little like Ness's dad being absent, but I'll put a little something in there for, you know. A lot of this game was inspired by Itoi's complicated feelings with his daughter and stuff like that, being an absent father. Yakety yak. Long time no see, Ness. There's one of these guys. Yay, Ness, let's play. Yeah, in EarthBound, he's like, wah, and it sounds like he's crying, but he's saying like, why, like, yay, in Japanese, where he's having fun. Isn't that in, is it in Totoro, or what movie, or Ponyo, where they're like, wah, all the time?
I think Totoro, they kind of made, yeah.
Oh, look. It's Disco Ball Saturn, is a distant relative.
Oh.
We had fun one snowy day. I melted, but I'm still real in your memory. That's the snowman that stands out the most to me in my memory. Uh-oh. Ness, you're so lucky. I envy you. I have no luck. But Ness, well, okay. Let's be friends forever, all right? Well, the Porky in Ness's mind is a little nicer, maybe not as darkly influenced by his bad family life and everything. Very tragic character.
There was a present.
There was a present?
Yeah.
The one way back?
Yeah.
That's a caramel. I'm not gonna get it.
Oh, okay.
It's not worth that much compared to the truffle. This is Buzz's tombstone.
Oh no.
He appeared near the beginning of the game and was tragically struck down, making it partway to achieving his goal. Buzz. Get ready for a song that was absent from the first game, but is finally here, even though it was written back then.
The Flying Men!
It's the Flying Man song.
They're here!
Yeah, they're finally here. They only have 4 beds. One of them must sleep on that stump. Let's talk to him.
No, one of them they all take watch.
I am your courage. I follow you here in Magicant. My name? Let's say Flying Man. We got a new buddy and the bedpost is covering our crack. The Flying Man joins you. So yeah, there are 5 flying men, just like in Mother 1. Do you want to talk to me? I'm sorry, there's really not much to say. So they work the same, they will help us out, but if they die, they're gone. There's only 5 of them. But the music changes when you get them. We get the Flying Man song a little longer. Ness, I still feel pain where you wounded me. The manly fish. Looked like something was coming out of the water. Very Zora looking. The Sea of Eden is a vortex of ultimate wisdom. You can't go there unless you're truly ready. It's a place where you can touch the truth of the universe for an instant. Going there may bring sorrow. Let's go. Come on, Flying Man. Oh, now it's spooky again. As you might have expected, now there's gonna be enemies now that we have the Flying Man. And this is definitely a big Mother 1 throwback. The Electro Swoosh is here. Remember the whooshies? Flying Man threw a punch. He had a greeting, so they always greet you, kind of like, remember the Groucho one?
Yeah.
And this is why Paula was so forward-thinking and so kind-hearted. She gave us the Franklin badge ahead of time, so we would be ready.
Has Pikachu tails for eyelashes.
That must be painful having lightning bolts for eyelashes. Yeah, it is very difficult to keep your flying men alive, but I'm gonna try my best. Oh, hey!
Wait a minute.
Excuse me? There's a bag of Dragonite inside.
Too much stuff.
I'm gonna come back, because I'm gonna use a little PSI.
You gonna come back to yourself?
Yeah. Then I can use my truffle, and we'll have room. It's the loaded dice!
I love his little hat. He's gonna do a little dance number.
So this is one of the enemies that is not that tough, but they will call for help, so you do need to be careful against them. They're not rough on their own, but if they start calling for help, you're in trouble. Oh, look at all the little swooshes in the chat. All right, let me use this truffle. Free up a little room. Tastes like the swamp of the deep darkness. What was this again?
Dragonite.
Oh, Dragonite. Hey, me, I found my cap that you lost. I'm so stupid. There's lots of junk in my backpack at a time like this. Why don't I get rid of something I don't use? He's talking to us, backseating a little bit. I might just kind of forge ahead slightly and see if we can. Whoa, there's a bunch of enemies over there. I need to get rid of something. Probably shouldn't have brought the bicycle with me, but it is what it is now. Uh-oh. The uncontrollable sphere is here. Are they gonna drop? That would be so sad if they dropped another antenna and then couldn't actually get it. Not that we need it.
You can't have 2.
You can't have 2 broken antennas. Oh, yeah, a psychic shield on it.
Ash just says, steal his clothes.
Let's see if we can I want to make one of the enemies disappear. Ah, they have a psychic shield on, so they're making it tough. Kind of wasting a lot of my PSI just so I can make room a little bit. But yeah, PK Flash has the ability to completely just have an enemy die outright. Which comes into play in the next game a little bit. Okay, I'll wait and see if there's any more enemies, but... Okay, I'm gonna use my grain food lunch. Hey, me, I found my cap that you lost. Ness got the baseball cap. I was hoping that...
just a hat.
I was hoping that if you got it, they would put the cap sprite on. I was like, oh, they're gonna do that, right? Yeah, unfortunately, they just wanted him to not. I think having him have the hat and no clothes is a little odd, but yeah. It's got the logo of my favorite baseball team. I feel bad getting rid of it, but as you can see, it is way worse. Look at the defense and the luck change. So it's more of a sentimental item. We don't have the for sale sign. No. Ooh, I like this like spacey look.
Yeah.
Some of the palettes are really cool. definitely a wilder Magicant than the first game. Playing with the idea of this dream world inside your subconscious a little more. Ooh, I do want
abstract.
to...
Yeah.
Nessa's just a more twisted mind than Queen Mary. I do want to make sure I mention the enemy names here as we go. I think there is something up here. Yeah, unfortunately we keep finding cool stuff. Goddess band inside. I think we have the pixie bracelet is the one that's not as good. All right, I'm going to go out on a limb here and try something. Got rid of the pixie bracelet. I know someone else probably could have used that. All right, I hope that was the right one. Yes, okay, good. Yeah, this is way better. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The flying man should have different cute little sound effects for his talons or feet. I don't really know what he has. Uh-oh. Well, we got the loaded dice out of here, but you can see why he's so powerful and annoying. I'm really surprised our flying man is holding on. Shouldn't speak too soon. Come on, flying man.
The little dice is like an MC, and he like introduces.
Magicant would like to introduce the uncontrollable sphere. Flying man. Oh, it only hit Ness. Okay, he's good. So if we somehow don't lose any flying men, I will tell you what their graves say. Since that's a feature of the first game and also this one. Could you fight this guy while I could just bash him? So the electro swoosh is the electric whoosh. So it does have whoosh like in Mother 1. You just keep bashing him.
Which... Okay.
Flying man.
The loaded dice is the unfaithful die, which makes it sound more like it's gonna kill you. But it means a single dice, you know. And I think that's all we've seen so far, just those two enemies. There are more, for sure. We saw a few in the distance. Okay, they're not too tough, especially with the Franklin badge.
Yeah, got himself.
And we're also level 73, so that helps. Come on, flying man, we can do it. We'll get you to the end. I'm gonna try my best.
If it wasn't for all these swooshes.
I know. If you can get this guy out quick, he doesn't do as much because he has to always send a greeting, then he does a couple of electric shock attacks, and then I think he kind of like spaces out. And then he loops again and sends another greeting, even though we're already here, you know, we've already said hello.
He's not sure you heard.
Magicant bat, we need that. Oh, where are you going? I'm gonna throw away the ultimate bat. I know, we have so much money though. It feels weird not to just sell it, but the Magicant bat is a better bat, as you would guess.
Going through your bats like tissues in a box.
A lot of the weapons don't have flavor text, weirdly enough. Get him, flying man.
Sorry.
The flying man, this is the one that the Smash version is based off of, and the sprites that we use. I used some of them in one of the shorts from the last game, but yeah, the flying man has so many fun little like flying press and wrestling moves and stuff in Smash Brothers. Huh?
Like Halucha.
Yeah, that's what I almost think that Sakurai was thinking about a wrestling character for Smash, and then he ended up putting Incineroar in. But my theory, especially because there's a Mii costume, there's a special stage buddy for the Flying Man, I feel like at one time Sakurai was contemplating having the Flying Man as the surprise weird fighter. But it didn't come to fruition. Because yeah, he's featured a lot more than a lot of other Mother and EarthBound related stuff.
He's cool.
He summoned a Fobby. That feels like the loaded die was just like trying to get away, and he's like throwing Fobbies at us to distract. How are we doing, health-wise? Sitting pretty? Well, magic tart. Got too much stuff. Do I have anything else I can eat?
So many presents in your brain.
I know. I don't want to waste the brain food lunch, but we can get more of these. Have a delicious magic tart. Oh, there was somebody behind him. It's
Ah,
the French kiss of death.
oh no.
Look, when you put them together, they make like a weird face. Punch him, Flying Man, right in his both eyes. So the French kiss of death was called the Devil's Kiss in Mother 2. Or the Kiss of Death, if you remember them back from Pink Cloud. The French kiss of death is called the Deep Devil's Kiss. So it's like the devil's giving you a big old kiss. Well, the French kiss makes sense for that then. Oh, we're poisoned. It's a little scary when you only have yourself and your buddy to fight. Is the Flying Man dead? I didn't... Okay, he's good. He's still alive. He didn't do anything for a second, so I got scared. They tried to give us the kiss of death. Yeah, without other party members, it's kind of like the beginning of the game, where if you die, that's it. You're gone.
Oh.
So I gotta be extra cautious here. Don't let myself get poisoned too much. Here we go. Now I can make some room with this magic tart. I'm really surprised this Flying Man is surviving this long.
What
Oh,
are those?
it's another new enemy. Mr. Molecule. They kind of look like foppies, don't they?
They look like something it would be in school.
In science class, like,
Yeah.
this is the dusty thing that's in a cupboard in the science class that you never actually get to use.
Do you remember the game Cooties? And you would have to like build the weird
Cooties?
little...
Yeah, I was more fascinated by them as like a fun little thing. I never actually played it.
Yeah, well the game was to just build it. It was a weird game. I don't know.
In Mother 2,
Same.
Mr. Molecule's name translates to all in a lump. Oh, and we got another new enemy. I believe this is one of the last of this area. It's the Carefree Bomb.
Uh-oh.
You kind of guess what he's gonna do. I'm gonna try PK Flash, see if we can get rid of one of them. Let's see. Cross your fingers. Didn't work. Made one cry. And
He's
didn't
not
work.
so carefree if he's crying.
No! The Flying Man got hurt and collapsed. No. My buddy, our first courage fell. Yeah, if you didn't play or watch Mother 1, the Flying Men represent the courage of Nintendo and Ness in this game. But unfortunately, we weren't courageous enough to save him. Oh, that guy's crying. I should have just let him cry. We keep missing. Stop flashing us. I'm gonna have to do this. We have a brain food lunch if I get in trouble. It's worth using the PSI to make sure we survive, because these guys are tough. Oof. Kind of lucky we didn't run into the Carefree Bomb until now. They're throwing bombs at us, obviously. Take them out. This is getting real close. I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself, because otherwise I'm worried that's... Come on, come on! It's mortal! There we go. Yeah, this is taking me back to fighting the sharks and Frank at the beginning of the game and the cops. When you had to, like, really time out when you healed. Oh no, Flying Man. How's our PSI? I got another brain food lunch I could use. Too many Mr. Molecules! So, we're not gonna go all the way back to get the Flying Man. We could, but think of how many enemies we would have to walk through. But I will tell you, I will tell you guys what the gravestones say, and what the Flying Men say when you go back and talk to them. Because yeah, each time you talk to one, they have different dialogue, like, they'll talk about being the second Flying Man, or the third, you know. So let me cue that up here as I bash these guys. I'm glad their flashes aren't working on us, because that would not be great. You can't flash someone who's already naked, or you could, but they don't care. They have no decorum. Okay.
That does seem kind of silly.
Let's see if I can find... Lost where they are in this giant script. Do you want to wander ahead? Oh, we're actually almost done here.
Beanstalk?
Yeah. Give me 1 second to find the Flying Man stuff. I think it is interesting. I had it queued up, and then things always go wrong when you least expect it.
4 brothers, and now no one has to worry about sharing a bed. 'Cause
Well, yeah, they all get
Each
their
one.
beds now. Well, let's go through here. I would like to have a flying man with me to head into the Sea of Eden, but touch this weird tentacle thing. Here we are. This is the Sea of Eden. Oh, Ness has different shades to his eyes, I just realized. I was gonna say, if you remember the thing in that other cave, it kind of looks like that. And remember in Magicant, the weird little twisted spire we had to use telekinesis on, or telepathy, I mean, in the first game. Very similar. A kraken!
Uh-oh, by yourself?
Kraken in my mind. Okay, so while we're fighting them, I will say, so the first flying man is like, I'm your courage, I'll follow you here. Let's say my name is Flying Man. The second one says, I'll be your courage, I'll remain unless you lose your courage. Call me Flying Man 2. The third says, I'm Flying Man 3, your courage hasn't died yet, let's go. The fourth says, I'm also your courage, call me Return of the Flying Man. How's that? However, don't treat us like trash. So they start to get a little frustrated by the time you're on the fourth one. And then the last flying man says, of course we're your courage, but we warned you not to treat us like trash. Didn't you get it? This isn't courage, it's desperation. If you don't understand, look it up in the dictionary, okay? My name's the final flying man. So they get really short with you by the time you,
Understandably so.
In Mother 2, we got PKKI Omega, the ultimate.
Ooh.
I don't know if I have much PSI for it, but we can use another brain
baby.
for lunch. Oh, baby. So that does, it costs 98. A deadly PK attack only Ness can use. Psychokinetic wave force, or wave generated by
Wow.
concentration deals about 640 points of damage to everything. But yeah, so each one they get a little more curt with you. I had never heard, have you heard the temerity? The word temerity?
I don't know what that means.
And I hadn't either. In Mother 2, he's like, this isn't courage, it's temerity, which is like an overconfidence to the point of like a fault of being too brazen.
Multiple Kraken?
There's only, I believe, 3 of these Krakens in the Sea of Eden, so we might as well fight them. And hopefully we don't die. This is also the infamous place where the EarthBound Player's Guide in English mentioned these Krakens drop something called the Gutsy Bat, which is pretty much the best bat in the game because it adds so much guts to Ness. Not the best damage-wise, but the best in terms of guts. But don't try to grind on these Krakens because they do not drop the Gutsy Bat. It was a big point of childhood sadness for a lot of kids who tried to get it here. It's another 1 in 128 item, but is not found from them. That's all. Another one that we're not going to try to get, especially because we can't get it from here.
Maybe we'll get it in one try.
Let's see. I'm going to use my brain food lunch, I think, because we need the PSI. Okay. Oh, we can't. Do we have anything else? No, we don't even have enough to do Ki Omega, unfortunately, but that's okay. Let's fight the last Kraken here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, things are getting real.
It's here?
Well, it's in our mind, so even though we destroyed the Mani Mani statue a while back.
We remember it.
Yep. Oof, these tornadoes. It's making whirlwinds and whirlpools. So real quick, I will say what the graves say of all the flying men. So the first grave, when one dies, it says, Ness's courage is resting here. He fought well and died. If you kill a second one, it says, I didn't have time to have this name chiseled on the tombstone.
Mm.
The third one says someone's tombstone. And the fourth one just says tombstone.
That's
And
sad.
the last one. Yeah, so they look just like Buzz's tombstone, which is another thing of localization. They let it slip through that there's crosses on the tombstones. They didn't seem to care compared to EarthBound Beginnings. Let's wander around in the, just let ourselves bathe. All of ourselves bathe in the universe, the Sea of Eden. They talked about the Apple of Wisdom and the Apple of Enlightenment before, and the Sea of Eden. There's definitely some, like, Garden of Eden vibes here. All right, are we ready?
Sure.
Wish us luck, because it's just me against this thing. I am the evil in your heart. You can't beat me, because you are the one who forced me into being.
Uh-oh.
It's Ness's demon. called Ness's Nightmare in Mother 2. Or in EarthBound, sorry. It's actually supposed to be Ness's Demon. I don't have enough to do, we could do Pikakia. I'll keep some for healing. Can't see the ultimate one yet, but we'll leave that for later. Oh, they had a psychic shield. And they use it back at us. Ah, they're us. Oh no, they're healing themselves. Oh no, they have it too.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's what it looks like. Okay, try to heal it real quick. Yeah, this is kind of a battle of attrition against yourself where you just kind of have to out-damage them. And their psychic shield makes it where I shouldn't be using stuff on them.
Captain says good luck.
Thank you.
Ashley says you got this.
Oof.
Abby says you got this. Smash him with your butt.
He's hitting us with the crispiest sounding PSI attack. Oh, I meant to heal myself. I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Well, good thing I didn't use a stronger one. Let's do this. There we go. And then I should use the Dragonite, because we got that.
Oh yeah.
Ness, turn into a dragon! Hurry! Things are grim. Yoinks! Oh, it deflected. Oh, that wasn't a good idea.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
We're running out of PSI. We might see the flying man if I don't survive this. Miss! No, it's not gonna. I don't think I have any healing items, do I? Come on, come on, come on. Just bash it. Oh no, we're missing. It keeps.
How is it dodging?
And
no.
it keeps using really slow attacks.
Ah!
Ah, we got it! 13 HP left. Lucky 13.
Okay.
We did it. We defeated our own inner demons. Man.
Oh, yeah.
It's like fighting myself.
Who needs therapy?
Dang, myself got hands. Ness heard a familiar voice at the center of the Sea of Eden. Gigas's goal is to destroy you. Listen carefully. Everything in the universe could be destroyed at the hands of Gigas. But he and his followers are also in trouble. The Apple of Enlightenment has foretold that Gigas's attempt will fail. It is because of the existence of a boy named Ness. That's me. Listen. Free your mind. And we know you're always like, I'm Ness, I'm Ness. Free your mind and know what you must do. Your destiny has already been decided. You, I, where should we go? You know deep within the reaches of your mind. Saturn? Saturn. No, get in a rocket. Saturn Valley, yes. Go to the valley where the Mr. Saturn live. You'll get something new there. Soon, Magicant will be no more. We must be quick. Well, say goodbye to this little rump. Ness really heard his own voice. Go to Saturn Valley. Go to Saturn Valley now. All right. So we put some pants on. Ness was filled with the power of the giant step. Ness's speed increased. Look at all this. Power of Lilliput steps. Power of Milky Well. Power of Magnet Hill.
Ooh.
Power of Rainy Circle. Power of Big Increase. Power of Luminate Hall. And the power of the Fire Spring.
Whoa.
Yep. Instantly, Ness's mind cleared, and he realized that he had possessed great power. At that moment, Ness's psychic powers radically expanded. We gained 200,000 experience.
Okay.
Yep, we got the stat boost. Look at all that. 150 HP and 351 psychic points. And we realized the power of teleportation beta. We're overpowered. Yeah. If you level up too much and you hit level 99, you don't get the stat boost. Ness made all of the hidden powers his own. Ness absorbed the power of the land into his heart, and Magicant was no more. Luckily, he had a change of clothes before he left. All right. Yeah, we went from 13 HP to like almost 1,000. Now you can wake up. Your friends are waiting for you. It's time to get up. Whoa! Remember all the spots? Flashing image warning.
Whoa.
Whoa. Maybe we shouldn't have gone into our own mind. I think I'm gonna be sick. Mom, I flew up. I flew up mud. He's dead. The soundstone that Ness used to have is now gone, and now we have an extra inventory slot.
Okay.
He absorbed it or something. He doesn't need it anymore.
Yeah.
What happened, Ness? You've been unconscious for a long time.
We almost left you here. You kept saying something. Saturn Valley? What's waiting for us there? Anyway, we need to teleport. Okay, let's check our stats. Whoa, we're just gonna teleport. Don't even get any time to jump in the menu and move inventory around. We're out of here. And back to Saturn Valley. Oh, there's a butterfly. We have 750 HP and 550 psychic points. Now we definitely have enough to use PK Ki Omega like 5 times at least. Let's go take a rest. And we'll see if Jeff will finally get a chance to repair the broken antenna. Nope. We do feel healthful and dandy. But I do want to get that repaired for Jeff. Okay, we are getting very close to the end of the game. There we go, he did it! The last thing! He repaired everything that he could repair.
Gaia beam.
The Gaia beam! The Earth beam. The power of the Earth, I'm guessing, is why it's called that. Okay. Let's give that to our little buddy, even though the bazooka is still really good. Almost 200. And I'm gonna go ahead and call S Cargo Express because we do have some stuff to get rid of. All right, thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna do a little bit more here because my plan is we're gonna stop right before we go to the final area of the game. So then we can have the last stream just be that. When going gets tough, tough gets going. They do say something like they're kind of good in a pinch. Like when things get rough, they will they try their best. When going gets tough, tough get going makes me think like when things are bad, you run. But I think they mean like the tough get going. They get revved up and they get powered by ganbatte fighting. All right, let's get rid of some stuff, including I'm gonna keep that. We'll get rid of the baseball cap, the memento. Ness was just holding it in front of his nether regions the whole time. Get rid of this. I don't really need the KC bat anymore. It was nice for getting the Sword of Kings and getting those instant wins against the Starman Super. So get rid of all that. The force, we know we're really coming to the end when the for sale sign is, we're getting rid of that. The baddest beam we can do and the moonbeam gun. Gotta remember I have that pencil rocket. So one more S Cargo Express, and we'll be done with that. The Saturns all have new dialogue, or a lot of them do, as you could probably guess from that one saying a new thing, a new adage. Go talk to them. And we're gonna try to do one more thing before we finish up. I think I'll think about complex things from now. Yeah.
They're getting smarter.
Yeah, in EarthBound, he's like, think of new things from now, but they're getting, yeah. They're thinking of, now that they're free from Belch and they've got a lot more time on their hands, they can help save the world, maybe, in the universe. Okay. You wanna get rid of these guns for me, mister?
Is
Jeff
it like they leveled up too, or something?
Aw, yeah, that's a good way of thinking about it. Maybe, yeah, maybe are they one with the universe and they got a huge brain upgrade? Okay. Oh, he just disappeared. So, I'm gonna give this back to Paula. It helped us a lot. We did take way less damage and maybe our flying man survived a lot longer thanks to Paula and her magnificent Franklin badge. And I might actually put the night pendant on Jeff for this as well. But other than that, I think we are pretty good to go in terms of inventory management. Not my favorite part of the game, but you gotta do it sometimes. Hey, you were down here. Eureka! Ding! So, Boing, you have $380? Oh, they say the same thing. Trying to sell us Horns of Life still. You wait 3 minutes. Zoom. You come here to wait 3 minutes? No. We already did that. Waterfall, Niagara Falls. Make new thing. Must make daddy. Boing.
What?
One of the most confusing lines in EarthBound. So he actually says something like, invention is the daddy or the father of necessity. Because you know how the phrase necessity is the mother of invention? So he says the opposite. Invention is the father of necessity. But for some reason in EarthBound, they decide to must make daddy, which makes it sound like they're trying to hit on us or something. We did spend a lot of money on Horns of Life, so in a way, Ness is kind of like the sugar daddy of the Mr. Saturns. Okay. Oh. Hi, you come buying? You can sell too. I, Mr. Saturn, boing, can do all for you. What you want, Zoom? What you buying, Zoom? We have a new shop here. So we can buy the night pendants, which you could only, I think, get a while back in, was it Moonside? But yeah, we can get all the different pendants and piggy jelly at long last. The piggy jelly, which you carry this burden. Oh, thank you. You think. So piggy jelly, this is the other Mr. Saturn delicacy, not like the almond monaca, the peanut cheese bar. Piggy jelly, it's one of Mr. Saturn's favorite foods. It tastes all right. When eaten, you recover about 30 HP, or 300, HP. This is actually pig yokon in Mother 2. Yokon is like a jelly, usually like azuki bean sort of jelly gelatinous. You slice a little off as a treat. It's not actually made from, even though it's jelly sort of stuff, this isn't made from pig. It's shaped like, it's kind of a tube, like you would slice bread. But this is shaped like a pig snout, so as you slice each one, you get a little pig snoot, is the idea.
Huh.
But they love it. I don't know, they're weird. This is also what, in the one for Coma I showed, where Paula was trying to trap Mr. Saturn, that's what they were eating. The piggy jelly. And I think they just have the same inventory of stag beetles and peanut cheese bars and stuff. Picture postcards. We didn't get one as a memento, but that's okay. Nothing else we really need here. Let me see. So Ness has the sea pendant, which is really good because we want to block flash. Paula still has the rabbit foot, and Jeff has the other night pendant. I'm gonna actually get some more night pendants just to be certain, because PK Flash can be a real upsetting thing when it lands, because it can kill you instantly.
Oh, so that's not good.
Oh, that one. No, we don't want to sell you a rabbit's foot. What think you about that price? And we are actually going to buy one for Pooh, just in case, because even though, or no, I was gonna say we could have an extra one, but everyone has one already. I was gonna have Pooh just use one, but I think it hits his defense but protects him from flash. I'm gonna take my chances. I'm gonna keep his king gear on. All right, they're fatherless. Poor Mr. Saturns. Is there a duck up here? Nope, not this time. Dance is over. In Mother 2, it's a palindrome, the way it says like dansu. It's like forwards and backwards, the same thing. They didn't really attempt to make a palindrome in EarthBound for whatever reason. Appreciate. I so happy, zoom. Dakota! They finally said it! One of the most famous Mr. Saturn lines, Dakota, in Mother 2. This is Gunmaken, which is, I've mentioned it so many times, but that's where a toy is from. But it's kind of a rural area, so the localizers are like, hey, what about Dakota? North and South Dakota are kind of rural. Drink coffee before you go, say yes to me, say no to me. No this time, buddy. Longer ladder can go to hot springs. Sweet fresh feel. Aw, they must have been in the hot spring. Alright, goodbye little Dakota guy. Everybody loves you. For whatever reason, almost every piece of Mr. Saturn merch, every time he's brought up, they put Dakota in there, or Gunmaken, but it's like, he only says it this one time, almost the very end of the game. It's funny to me. Okay. I think we did all the stuff we need to do here. Oh, there's one more two Mr. Saturns to talk to. Oh, breathe is so good. Zoom. And we'll save one more time. We are running low on brain food lunches, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I think we'll be okay. All right, let's see what we have to do to save the Earth and save the universe.
Say yes to me is the best line.
Say yes to me, say no to me. Yeah, it's really good. Favorite Mr. Saturn lines in the chat. Dakota is just one of those like out there ones. Must make daddy is definitely.
Saturn. Yeah.
Guess who's here? Gerardo Montague, remember the miner? I'm not sure what'll happen, but I sense big time trouble ahead for you. I'm gonna stay here for a while and help Mr. Saturn. It's important for a man to enjoy doing his duty.
It's a Saturn Skywalker.
I think I mentioned before, but this guy is based off of the actual construction guy that helped a toy mine for gold, so I think he's like beloved in a toy's life. He made a character for him. Excellent, excellent. Everything proceeded as planned. Dr. Antonutz, Mr. Saturn, and I worked together and finally completed the Phase Distorter, also known as the Space Tunnel, in Mother 2, a little more direct name. The purpose of the device is to enable instantaneous travel through space and time. In this prototype, you can only travel to different points within the same time period. It is able, however, to search out the locations of enemies. Right now, it is indicating the presence of enemies in the Lost Underworld. You heard, Mr. Saturns are incredible folk. And the Apple Kid, he is a most exceptional young man. Very different from other kids, definitely different from my no-good son that I abandoned at a boarding school. Well, anyway, the prototype Phase Distorter has been stolen. No! Someone resembling a pig wearing clothes took Mr. Saturn captive and stole the device. Twist. Oh no. Oh, let's get in. They didn't even ask. Oh. There's a fire in there, or something. It doesn't work. One thing is missing. But that one material cannot normally be found on Earth. The material I'm thinking of came from a meteorite that fell when I was much younger. Oh no, we sold the meteorite. No, it's not that. Have you seen a meteorite anywhere recently? Nah, it was a while ago. So are we just going to wait for a meteorite to suddenly fall from the sky? You haven't seen a meteorite? Think for a minute. Yes, we have seen one. Do you remember the very beginning of the game, back in On It? Eureka, that's it! With even just a piece of the meteorite, I can synthesize the material xenonite. So this is actually called XYZ, which is, it's a metal and not like an element. In EarthBound, it's called more of an element, but I think it's important that it's a metal, space metal. You could call it Ziz, maybe? I doubt that your mortal enemy, Gigas, or whatever, will allow you to go to Onet and get a piece of the meteorite. By now, Onet is in his evil hands. Oh no, Mom, Tracy, Cheapy. You must go, though, so take every possible precaution. The Mr. Saturns have introduced some of their new developments at their shop. Please check them out before you leave. I wonder what Onet is like at this point in time. Well, we did kind of already check those out. All right, let's go. I was gonna say, we don't need Pooh to teleport Beta anymore. I do want to head to Dalam real quick. We're gonna grab some brain food lunches. Ness can definitely be the one to teleport from here on out because he has so much psychic points at his disposal. All right, let's quickly grab some food. I think this is the shop, if I remember right. Nope. That's the guy that we stole that from. Hey, butterfly. I won't waste time touching the butterfly. We don't need it. It's this one right here. The one with the sign. Okay. Not gonna get any more. I can't believe that the goat butter porridge is not a food that Pooh likes when they serve it in this place, you know?
He's just a picky eater.
I guess. We're gonna get a bunch of these because we got more money than we know what to do with. Paulo doesn't have much room. Gonna probably load up on these with Pooh. He's the one who well, they're gonna disappear if I let Pooh have them. He's gonna eat all of them. Maybe one more and I'll get one thing of mandala furikake, the deli sauce. Delicious. I always think of it as a deli sauce. We talked about the origins of that a while back. Okay. We're out of here. Brain food lunch, best food in the game, so that's why you wanna Go with that usually. Do we have room to teleport over here? Hope so. All right, and we're just gonna go straight to on it. Things are a little harrowing there, if you didn't guess. Look. It's spooky. $35 a night? Those prices are scary. Cheap. Yeah, so all the buildings, including if we went all the way over to our one house off on the cliff, even though we could probably walk in the back wall, all of them are closed. You can't go anywhere. I think all the citizens are just being extremely quiet because it is a very scary time right now. Even the burger shop that has an open door cannot be accessed. Let's go try to get to the meteorite. For whatever reason, it's eternal night here. I hope Mom's okay. Let's go see if we can check on her. Ah! Remember this guy?
Uh-oh.
Ah! He looks like something you'd get out of a capsule machine. It's the evil eye. So this guy is in Mother 1. I don't know if you remember him. An enemy, I think, from pretty close. Or there's like a little brain guy, but I think he's very similar looking, if I remember. He's meant to be the same one. Wow. Ness is like, don't worry, guys. I fought my inner demons. I awakened my maximum potential. I'm one with the universe. I can take everything down from here. No, it's not gonna be that easy. Dani, are you ready for your favorite enemy in the game, potentially?
Huh?
Chibi! No. At this point, you guys just might be the strongest force in the world, don't you think?
Oh, Ness, you finally showed up. There are plenty of creepy monsters running around on it now. The townspeople are barricaded in their homes, afraid to go out. I'm fine, but I am a bit scared. Everything will be okay if we just sit here quietly, in the dark.
Not the best attitude, but...
Are you hungry? Do you want to eat some mud? I agree, it's not good for you to eat too much.
You don't want to be sluggish. Oh, Mom, she turned us down, and then... Or we turned her down, and now she's just like, okay. Let's see how Tracy's doing. Her light's on.
I can only help by keeping your items here.
You stole my cracked bat.
I support you wholeheartedly. Don't get yourself knocked off. I will be strong while you're gone.
What the heck? Okay. Tracy, turn your light off. There's a fun thing with this so the curtains. All the curtains are closed for the window because there's, different palettes for different times of day, but rather than have the windows show the daylight image behind there, they just close the curtains. Okay. She'll let us heal this time. We had to go talk to Tracy first. So this is important. If you get in trouble, remember you can go back to Mom and get some mud and heal up. 'Cause this is a scary part.
Are you more relaxed? Okay.
All right, we'll save one last time. Let's get to that meteorite. It's all coming full circle. Remember we saw Buzz's grave inside of our mind? Well, this is where we first met him when it was night. And again, it happened in the very beginning of the game, but like each area has a palette swap. We have Night on it, Happy Tucson, Evil Threek, Moonside, Fourside, all that stuff. Ooh. I'm not gonna go out of my way to fight enemies because they're gonna run into us. Well, we're gonna get to see a bunch of enemies at once. Look, it's the ghost of Starman.
Oh no.
This is the one that I thought you would like a lot because it has a cool purple color.
Cool.
It's also called the Starman's Ancestor. And then we have the Mechanical Octobot.
Ancestor and Ghost?
I'm gonna try to get rid of them first. I believe if we set up a Psychic Shield, it'll bounce back damage. So I'm gonna be careful about that. And then I wanna be careful because they are scary. Come on, Paula, hurry. Ugh. They're paralyzing us.
No.
Only Pooh, yep. And they used PK Starstorm. Paula didn't get the shield out in time. Look at all that damage.
Uh-oh.
This is definitely one of the scariest parts of the game in terms of combat. Nah, the Psychic Shield was a little too
Too
slow.
bad only one person had a special moment in their brain.
In the middle of everything, they tried to steal.
What?
Oh, I should have healed her. It's too late now.
1 HP.
Oh, okay. I can go back.
She held out.
Let's heal everybody.
She didn't want you to be sad.
Hurry. Let's spy on it. And bash. I don't think I have time to heal. Oh, Jeff. I did it too slow.
Tony.
Somewhere Tony shudders. Yeah, these are some of the most annoying enemies in the game because they can do all this stuff. They flashed a mechanical smile.
Paul's acting unusual.
Ugh. Oh, she was she confused enough that she attacked us? Oh, this is not good. Okay, let's just keep healing everybody with Ness. See if we can get rid of some of them. I'm gonna try PK Starstorm because he'll at least be able to hit some of them. Hopefully he doesn't bounce back at us and kill us. There we go, good. Yeah, you definitely want to take the Ghost of Starman out first because they use PK Starstorm and they'll keep using it every so often. And the Evil Eye are also not great because they give you that paralysis and stuff. And the Mechanical Octobots guys are strong. They can steal things apparently with their weird little tentacles, but they're not as bad as they could be. He keeps trying to steal. Let's see. I'm gonna let Pooh bring him back to life, actually. Let's try hitting it. Well, we have plenty of PSI. Do that. Keep hitting him with that. And then Pooh, please bring Jeff back. I forgot he was dead for a second. There we go. All right, here we go, Omega. We're not on the receiving end of it anymore. Look at all that damage. Ugh. So many status effects, so many danger moments there. Jeff needs to get it together. He's dead. I think healing Omega, or Gamma will get rid of paralysis, if I remember right. Numbness, yeah. Ness has so much PSI, even though I was like going wild with all the healing and PIs. Okay, let's get out of here before this guy gets us. Oh, he got us. We surprised him though. Pooh is ready after his training back at Stonehenge. So we do not want to use any PSI attacks while their shield is up. But I am gonna focus fire on the Starman. Come on, monkey, you can pin down a ghost, right? Yes!
How does that work?
I don't know, I'm not gonna second guess it.
The power of love. Monkey love.
Sounds like a good ad. Maybe you should be a copywriter like your toy. Get him! Oh, it doesn't work on the Evil Eye. Not always. So the Starman Ancestor, I mentioned, yeah, that's the Ghost of Starman. I don't know what's cooler, Ghost of Starman or Starman Ancestor?
Those imply two different things.
It also implies they're alive, the fact that they have ancestors.
An ancestor is
or
the
ghosts.
Beginning and a ghost is after.
The Ghost of the Machine.
Like
oh yeah, it is kind of opposite, so not the best translation maybe. The Evil Eye is the Staringer. And the Mechanical Octobot is the Very Octopus, if you translate it directly. It's like a pun on that Nata de Coco style. See if I can get this guy alone, because that would be a lot easier. Then we could just wail on him. But yeah, definitely be careful with your PSI. Let's just have Paula hit him with a frying pan. That should be more effective in the long run. There you go, Pooh. So yeah, if you are playing along, definitely be careful. Look at that. This is, again, I keep saying that. This is one of the toughest parts of the game, but it gets tougher and tougher, and if you aren't over-leveled from grinding for 1 in 128 items, like us, it's even scarier. I like that we have so much PSI that I can just do this and not worry. And not have to necessarily get tons of brain food lunches, even though we did anyways. We're just stacking more enemies up. Gotta go slightly farther, maybe. It's definitely the area of the game where it's like, don't be afraid to run back to mommy if you gotta. It is mother, after all. Okay, I'll take one of these guys on. What's the worst they can do? Steal my ATM card? Oh no, they can't do that. I don't think they can steal anything that you can't get back. Or at least things that are like key items. Yeah, they're suckers on their own. Haha, get it? They're octopus. They don't even have suckers. Those are inefficient for their robot bodies. I'm gonna dodge them. Oh, can't dodge all of them. We're getting lucky where it's singling some of them out, though. Okay, but yeah, this is, I mentioned it before, this is the last little thing we need to do before the end game, and then there really is a point of no return coming up. So we will save right before that and have one final stream. There's something really cool after you beat the game that one of my favorite parts of this game in general, but also, please do not miss the ending because I think this is like, there's part of the reason why this game is so beloved and stands the test of time, I think, is the ending and just the way that is handled and the build up with that and everything. So if you're watching now, you watch this far, why not watch the ending when we finish the game? I think you'll enjoy it and maybe you'll be a little creeped out, but in a fun way. They're teens. These kids love to get creeped out. Just like it. We'll talk a little more, but this game was, especially the ending, was extremely inspired by Stephen King's It. Just like Itoy loves Spielberg movies, he also loves Stephen King. Oh, hey, our buddy. Treasure Hunter, Liar Exaggerate. I wonder how he's holding up. Nope, he's not letting us in. He's probably down in his weird mine anyways. Okay, we made it. That wasn't too tough. We only killed Jeff. There's something shiny that you can reach. Do you want to try and get it? I'm surprised it wasn't like, why did you even come here then? Isn't this the whole reason you did this? That was earlier. We got the meteorite piece. We got the ziz.
That's all we needed.
Yep, now we can get out of here. It looks like a plain old rock, but for someone who knows about it, it's actually a very precious, unusual element. It is supposed to be a metal. So this version is wrong. I thought about after we get done here, potentially like doing my own little hack of some of it to make it my ideal version. But it's maybe a little what was it? Temeritus of me. There's our new $5 word. All right. People still talking about the Mr. Saturns.
Here they are again.
Inventiveness is the what was it? The father of necessity. All right, one last save, one last sleep in Mr. Saturn's weird chair. It's weird space lounger. Thank you all again so much for watching. We're gonna finish up after one more slumber, KO. Keep expecting to fix something, but we fixed everything we could. All right.
He's too smart.
I'm not sure what will happen, but I sense big time trouble ahead for you. I'm gonna stay here for a while and help Mr. Saturn. It's important for a man to enjoy doing his duty. The phase distorter will certainly be completed someday, in my humble opinion. If I only had a piece of meteorite, I might be able to make some zeolite. Here you go, buddy. Just nipped over to our hometown to get it. Ah, yes, this is fantastic. What? Well, I've never actually seen this incredibly rare element before, which is very intriguing. All right, leave everything to us, and you get some rest. This is getting most fascinating. I was gonna say more fascinating. Yes, most intriguing. Leave everything to us and get some rest. Okay, let's go sleep one last time. As the Mr. Saturns watch over us creepily, in a cute, innocent way, though. Thank you all again for watching.
Thank you.
We're gonna get a warning here when it's like, all right, this is the point of no return, and that's where the stream is ending. Appreciate everyone. If you are watching, you enjoy the video, a like helps. If you're not subscribed, I know a lot of the time you don't get to see the stuff that we're doing, like streams and videos if you aren't, so please do so. And yeah, I'm excited for the big finale with everyone. Finally, it's complete. The Phase Distorter version 2 is equipped with 2 new features. First, it can repair your biological functions. Oh, it's like the instant revitalization machine.
That's nice.
Second, it can save your progress. Don't be afraid, get right in. There's just one thing though. you might not be able to return, so make sure you are optimally outfitted. Are you ready to go? Nah. Even if you're not 100% perfectly, completely ready, well, you should be as prepared as possible. It would be for the best. You don't want to accidentally leave butt naked, do you? You know? You'd be in for some serious trouble. I just want to make sure you're ready. Let me know when your preparations are complete. Okay, I'm gonna save one last time, and that is where we'll pick up for the next one. Thank you guys again. We made a lot of progress on this one. I'm happy because I was like, oh, there's a bit left, a couple more dungeons, some sanctuaries, but we made it through. Had some daring feats of survival. Got at least one 1 in 128 item, if not 2. And yeah, let me know if there's anything else you want to see before we get to the end game, because we can pick that up next time. Thank you so much to our members. I like to make sure everyone's facing the camera when we talk. Everyone look. Boo, Jeff. There we go. All right. Yeah, next one is gonna be the last Mother 2 Monday. Thank you to our Tubby and Gigi treat givers, Average Chris, Somberlin, Rafa, Steven, Mark, Ashley, Elena, Josh, and Kayla.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Thank you again, Ashley, for the gifted membership, and It's Me for the pounds, the extra super chat earlier. And thank you to our Night Owls. Appreciate you all so much. As well as our early birds. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again. A big shout out to Lego, who was the one who did a huge channel supporting donation to basically get us to start playing this series, and I'm very glad we did, because this is the most I've been excited to research and play a game, even one I've already played in a very long time. I appreciate that. Okay, enjoy the silly song. This song actually has little bits of the Monkey Grotto from the first game. I didn't notice that for the longest time. And yeah, we will see you next time for the thrilling, and I mean that, conclusion of Mother 2, aka EarthBound. We will see you then. Goodbye, take care of yourselves.
Bye.
Awaken your inner power and defeat your demons. I hope everyone does that by next week. We'll see you then. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Dani.
Yeah.